Okay, so you guys gather up and walk outside. Where are you headed?
Should we go down to the docks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I've got my tools, so I think going to the location that we were given we found to investigate.
Double tools.
Stock it up.
You guys head down to the old dock area then and start looking for the address. It's a rat's maze of like shoddy sort of warehouses, and there are ships and wagons and stuff everywhere. It's like really cluttered. The streets aren't well laid out. Everything seems kind of ramshackle and run down and ad hoc. But you are trying to find the address. Bardatos, make a, let's see here. You got your map, right?
Yep.
Guidance. Can I help him with guidance?
Yeah, you can use you can give him you can guide him for a skill check, sure.
It gives me an extra D4, right?
It does.
Yes.
Make a survival check for me. And you have advantage because of your map. Just roll an extra D20 and take the best.
Okay, so I have 22 or...
You only rolled a D4 once, but okay, so that's 22 then. Okay. It takes you about 10 minutes, but you're about a half a block away from what you're pretty sure is the right address. It's a big, empty-looking warehouse. And we will do, hold on one second.
To the company, I need a little reminder. Why are we down to the docks again? Does anyone remember?
Because this is the address that you think where your lead that you had that had an address for where you might find cotton. This is that address.
Cotton being the one that actually took the orb.
He's the guy who double-crossed the thieves.
Yeah, he stole it from
the thieves.
He wasn't necessarily on the crack team that stole it, but he...
Yeah, he didn't necessarily steal it from Zenobia, but... Yeah. There you go. A rain of dice for you guys.
Oh, my lord.
And I'm just going to go ahead and...
let me get your characters.
And take them all.
Yeah, you just give that pile to the colonel.
That's the colonel pile.
Make some more for the rest of you guys.
That's actually going to reach out of my computer screen, isn't it? Once.
Too bad I can't just pull over a pile like that.
Okay, so here's you guys. You are going to be somewhere along this street. This is the building you're looking to get into. Over here. You guys are walking in the street in whatever configuration you want. Don't be more than 2 squares on the map. And this is the warehouse you're pretty sure is the one you're looking for. So put yourselves where you'd like to be.
Which direction did we walk in from?
You are coming from this direction, going the street goes this way. So you're walking this way towards this warehouse over here.
I'm here twice.
Did I make 2? I did make 2 colonels.
So handsome.
And modest.
I feel like Martinique would totally be down for a 3-way involving a clone of Martinique.
This is your target warehouse there.
I think that tracks.
The one outlined in white.
Oh yes.
I mean, Martinique knows what Martinique likes, so.
I mean, hey, that's the classic sort of the classic debate. If you had a clone of yourself, are you going to fight it or are you going to fuck it? There's really only 2 things you could do with a clone of yourself. Do you fight them or do you fuck them?
Well, and really, not really. I know how corrupt I am. I just bribe myself.
So that's Tink's fucking it. All right, that's fuck. Any kind of conversation, masturbatory self. That's all fuck. Also, you guys shouldn't see that.
What?
That falls into
a broad definition.
Ultimately, that's going to wind up with you're fucking your clone team.
Where's Martinique? Is Martinique?
You guys cannot be more than 10 feet onto the map. So no further than this row of squares.
Yeah, I'm trying to be next to Martinique.
That's fine.
In case I don't get.
Don't be upside down. That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah,
might be a difficult place.
I'm sticking close.
So you guys are here. I want everybody make a perception roll for me very quickly.
Oh no, I hate that.
I'm going to touch Barthatos and give him my initiative.
Okay. What you guys would have had some time to prepare once you spotted the warehouse in question while Bardatos was reading the map. If you think something is about to go down, you're welcome to make any preparations you would like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you give Bardatos your initiative bonus, Slex?
Yeah, he has advantage if he has to roll.
Gotcha. Okay.
22
On what?
perception.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got a 19 actually.
19.
Okay. Everybody who beat a 15, you hear a sort of like a faint whimpering sound coming from the warehouse. Sort of that kind of thing. It's very faint.
Does
Well,
it sound like
as
a
a-
person or an animal?
You're not sure. Could be a person, could be a dog.
As someone with someone with medical experience, do I have any greater understanding whether that's in pain or
It's very
pleasure?
faint, and you're a couple 100 feet away, so it's maybe get closer and check it out. It's a little hard to hear from all the way back here.
We see
Yeah, I'm gonna walk forward towards it just to check it out because
Okay.
that's still where we wanted to go anyway.
Got it. So, guys, go ahead and take a move action. So you can.
Can I just remind everyone that we are not meant to kill?
I mean, you were specifically ordered not to kill anybody, like deliberately and specifically. They said
So non-lethal damage, and I won't do Toll the Dead on someone who's near dead.
Are you sure?
Good plan.
So you're
This
not
isn't
moving?
my fault.
Thing's not moving.
Do I get an action in addition to the
No,
move action?
just
'Cause
take
I
a
think
move.
Given...
Just take a move.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
well, you
all right,
take
all
take a
right.
full turn. Yeah, you get a turn. Take a turn.
I was just gonna say, given how things seem to be getting hairy here, I think I'll go ahead and use a 3rd level spell slot to haste the current.
Okay.
Without the Colonel knowing.
Harry, nobody's here?
You go
I
to
mean, we don't know if it's combat yet.
You go to remove a little bit of room from your
Well,
eye and
yeah.
poke your eye out.
Do you want to cast haste?
I mean, it seems good, right? So she can move further. She also has like really good stealth and like all that kind of stuff.
Doesn't make her any sneakier, but it does make her
I'd-
faster.
You
I
know,
No,
wait.
but it lets her move.
I
It lets her get
have
ahead of us.
I
It
have
lets her
pretty
get
good
ahead of
stealth
us.
too.
It would
That's
enable
fair.
her
do
to
you want it
sneak.
instead?
So, just to give you an idea on the stealth rules, normally in order to stay hidden, you have to move at half speed. So, increasing the Colonel's
I
speed
see.
would let her sneak faster. She could maintain full stealthiness and move considerably quicker while hasted.
Well, okay, so I don't have to give haste to anybody, but I can also give it to either the Colonel, or excuse me, either to Martinique or to Soul Setter. I'm happy to give it to either one. I mean, I think we seem like there's some sort of there's something going down here, so it might be beneficial. It lasts for a minute. But I can wait. I can do it
More
later.
beneficial
What do you
than
guys think?
Well, I would
Well,
suggest, if I may.
Oh yeah.
I can also wait till combat. I can wait till combat.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
but then I
it-
have to
the
use an
fact
action.
is
I have to
if
use an
we-
action.
If
in
we
combat
roleplay,
if I
if we
do.
roleplay, basically we don't know that shit's about to go down. We
know there's whimpering.
Who heard? Yeah, exactly. But we don't know whether that's pleasure or pain, or whether that's the sound of
Or whether
Oh.
somebody kicked a dog.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. Fair enough.
Let's not be too
All right, I want. Don't be too hasty, as it were.
precipitous.
Yeah, that was going to be my point too.
Don't
Is that
cast haste on yourself.
right?
Don't
You've
be
got like
hasty.
meta insight by the fact that Pete is pacing us out, but like your character walking down the street doesn't.
You're right,
necessarily
you're right,
do
you're right.
anything.
Festina
I'm
lente.
sorry.
Festina lente.
So
Okay.
Pete,
Well,
there's
it's
no
not
one around.
unreasonable for Tiberius to also say, "Oh, great, we're going."
You can
into
also just be
a
twitchy.
warehouse
as fuck,
we
right?
know
Like,
is
that's a big
shady,
deal.
and there's some kind of whimpering
mean,
inside. It wouldn't be
We
unreasonable
know
for
that
him
my
to do that
character
either.
is twitchy as fuck. Like it is very twitchy.
Well, this was my point, though.
I don't
could
care
I
if you want to
discern-
cast haste or not. I just need to know what your plan is.
All right, I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it now. We'll do it later. All right.
I
That
am
was my point,
ambivalent to
though.
what you do. I just need to know what it is so that I can react
Yeah.
appropriately.
That was my
moving.
point.
No
though,
haste.
was
No
whether
haste
I
right
could
now.
discern it was a painful, someone in pain or someone in
Like I said,
pleasure
you
or
can't tell.
future.
You're not even sure whether it's a person.
Exactly,
It's
exactly.
quiet and you're far away.
Precisely.
Most
And I don't
people-
have. I don't have great
some of
hearing.
your party didn't even hear it. So it's
Yep,
okay.
Yep. Fine. Well, I alert the company to.
Okay,
Exactly
go ahead
what
and take another turn, guys.
I stick with the. Oh, I'm not sure who.
The door to the warehouse is right here, by the way.
Ah.
At least the front door. The back of this actually out here is water. So there's like a shed, like a shoddy kind of shitty dock out here, and then there's a
And there's no
boat
one
tied up.
around. This is completely.
You don't see any other people, which is unusual because most of the rest of the warehouse, or the docks district, while you were running around, seemed to be, there are people coming and going and stevedores and stuff with carts. But this is sort of an alley, and it seems surprisingly deserted, especially for this time of day.
And the main thoroughfare is the edge that we can see at the top.
No, it's a couple hundred feet this way. This is just an alley.
Okay.
That comes
Okay.
down.
Yep. Fair enough.
So we've been going a while, and there's.
Yeah. So we're deep into an alley.
You're about a block and a half down an alley. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well-
we should be attempting to be
I
pacifist run. just
know. I
in
know.
general.
I know. I said we
Wait,
should be
let's-
role playing, but I'm freaked out. Let's just start casting hate.
We're all
Let's
hearing
fuck
weird
it, whatever.
stuff. Wait, hold on, let's do
so
this.
Slexy, you and
Let's do this.
Slexy, you and who was the other person that missed? Bartatas? You guys now hear the whimpering as well, and it sounds like someone moaning softly.
Am I allowed an insight roll to determine whether or not this is a sounds of pleasure or pain?
You don't need to roll. It's definitely not someone enjoying themselves. Sounds like somebody's hurt.
Okay, and this, yeah, and
You know from your years working as a healer in the temple what the sound of someone in pain, and now that you can hear it a little better because you're closer, you're pretty sure somebody's hurt.
And I'd certainly be able to tell the difference based on the noises I was hearing from the pirate ship.
Yes, your experience
Which are
with
burned in your
the
brain.
lusty pirate minotaur has taught you what human sounds of intercourse sound like, and this ain't
Well, it was human
he-
plus.
whatever.
Was he previously
Humanoid.
unaccustomed to human sounds of intercourse
I
before
mean,
that time?
Maybe
The
he's a turtle.
Minotaur humanoid? That's just a bull standing on back legs, right?
Minotaurs are humanoids.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
look at the
people
others,
and
be like, we
everything,
should
you
be cautious.
racist.
Here's my
The turtle
suggestion.
man is surprisingly racist against metahumans.
He's very thick-skinned.
That
But no,
was
my-
not
my-
my intention.
Oh, Biddy, you needed a rim shot for that one, buddy. Da-dunch.
No, I think what we should do, our sneakiest characters, our Soul Setter and Martinique, right?
Oh,
Why don't
I'm
I
not
cast
sneaky.
haste on one of them and have them sneak in front of us and see what's going on, and maybe
So what
they
are
can
you
avoid
guys
detection.
gonna do then while they sneak in, if that's the plan?
Well, guys, we are out in the open. We've definitely been observed coming in, quite possibly.
Also, technically, that's a B&E. If we're
Yes.
so-
That's the other
Colonel
should
is
just go
100% in the right on this one. You are breaking and entering. This is against the law.
Well, we haven't broken,
let's
we haven't
find a cop.
broken anything. I don't even know if the door is locked. I was just saying we
You're
should sneak
okay.
up and
You're
investigate.
correct. It wouldn't necessarily be breaking and entering. It could
well,
be trespassing.
but that's my point.
Either way,
let's take
this
it
is
one step at a time.
this would be a violation of your parole.
I just,
A role that
no.
we've
I
been
just
on
wanted
for
them to,
literally 1 hour.
I just wanted them to
So-
sneak up to the door and investigate. I
Okay.
just be sneaky. So
Yeah.
that,
So
that
what
they
do
don't
what do you
see
guys
us,
want to
but-
do while they sneak up then? So
Well, why don't
give me
they
a
sneak
chain
for a
of
window?
events here. What's everybody doing?
I could throw up a disguise again. I could change disguise again and go see if there's a window I can.
I mean, you're already disguised as not you. So
Okay.
I cast Bless.
I suggest that the sneaky ones look at the
who
side
are you
while
blessing?
we just go
Who are you blessing to?
Barditas, Martinique, and our dear Tiberius.
You got
thank
one.
you.
You got one more. You can do 4.
Oh, really?
You want to do everybody but you, or what's the?
Yeah, okay. Everyone but me.
Okay,
I'm-
so Tink cast bless. What's everybody else doing?
Well, we can't break the law, so we'd have
We
to not.
can. It's just ill-advised.
It's a bad idea.
Are you guys curious if there's anybody else around or anything?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
make-
I
so-
do want to get a
Make an
better-
investigation check real quick.
survey.
All right, everybody make an investigation check.
feel
Meanwhile,
like
the
I would-
moaning in the warehouse is continuing, by the way.
The moaning in the warehouse.
Everybody
That
tell
sounds
me
like-
what you got. Colonel, what'd you get?
Was that an investigation?
Yes. What'd you
20.
get? Colonel got a 20. All right. Anybody get higher than Colonel's 20?
Nope.
Nope.
You don't see anybody around. This place looks deserted. Best of your knowledge, you're unobserved. And your knowledge in this case is pretty good because you rolled well. So you did. The Colonel is perceptive, did a thorough scan of the alley, and she's like, I'm pretty sure we're alone, guys.
Okay.
So is there anywhere I can see that I can like climb up to like get in to look in a window if there's not anything like on the ground floor, just try to like see what's going on.
Sure. Okay, so what's everybody want to do then? So Bardatos, you want to sneak up and kind of case the joint, look in a window, etc. Is anybody going to sneak along with Bardatos while he does that? Anybody else want to go be sneaky?
Yeah, I think I'll go and help him.
Okay.
And just kind
Soul
of
Setter,
skulk.
Tiberius, Tink, what are you guys doing? Dr. Galapagos DDS. What are you guys doing
gonna
while
pull the
Team
trigger.
Sneak goes to look?
I'm gonna pull the trigger on haste. I'm gonna give the Bardatos, or excuse me, Martinique haste.
Okay, so you cast haste on Martinique.
You get to sneak twice as far, Martinique.
Remember, everyone, to add D4 to all your rolls.
So you guys just gonna
Oh, right.
stand here in the street then while these guys sneak up? Because like you're
can we-
only
Yeah,
like
I'm
20
gonna
feet
move up
away
over
from
here.
where they're gonna sneak to, so that's sort of suspicious. Tink's just walking up to the warehouse apparently. Okay.
Yeah, Tink, maybe like
I was gonna
Over
say
here.
we could stand over here because the
hang
doors are
back, Tank.
across.
Hang back, Tank.
This is a big alleyway.
yeah.
I mean,
think I'll
it's a
look
warehouse
along this
district, so,
side.
you know.
Tink's rolling
Uh,
around in his shell. Just like,
Okay, you don't have to move yourself. Just tell me. So
He's
you guys are
doing
gonna
the turtle
sneak up.
thing.
You guys are gonna. What do you want to like? Come over here and pretend to be stevedores or something. You'd be like, oh, we're
I
looking at
was
these
gonna
crates.
say we could go stand like over here.
All
And
right. Put yourselves where you want to be then. Where
Yes.
you think seems nonchalant.
Yes,
Be in a
the
square.
turtle who's just turned up from nowhere started heaving
All right.
bales.
So you guys come over here and just are doing idle chit chat. Biddy's leaning against the building. All right, Bardatos, Colonel, put yourselves where Martinique, put yourselves where you want to be. The door is here. This place doesn't have any windows. It's a warehouse.
This is the most
Or
nerve-wracking
rather, you
part.
don't see any windows anywhere. It's just like a straight clapboard building. It's just wood. There is a door over here where this D4 is.
Shouldn't we call the police?
we
You
don't
could
know
call the
yet.
constabulary.
Or what?
That would be something you could do.
If there's somebody that's like tied up in there, then yeah, calling the
So
police would be a reasonable response.
As you guys are coming down this little side alley.
Mm-hmm.
So make stealth checks for me.
All right. How sneaky do we be?
Plus D4.
Oh God,
Yeah, don't forget your D4 because you're blessed.
I didn't have advantage on that, did I?
No.
Not good. 9.
17.
Okay. So you guys, as you get a 17 on your stealth check, Colonel, what'd you get?
I got a 9 in total.
Okay. So you guys slip up, you creep
I
up to
know.
the side of the house. Colonel, you're sort of ducked behind a barrel. Bardatos, you are well concealed under like a stack of cargo nets. You put your ear up to the wall and you hear what is definitely someone moaning, saying, "Oh my, no, okay. I mean," he seems to be pleading, but you're not even sure what he's pleading about. He's not making a lot of sense. He's just like general sounds of distress and please don't hurt me anymore. I don't know what you want from me. Tell me what to do to make you stop hurting me.
Sounds like something we could call the police about. Since we're trying not to just B&E all over the city anymore.
What do you want to do? You can't see anything that's going on in the building because for a ramshackle dump, this warehouse is surprisingly well maintained. Like it is in very good order. There's no gaps
I'm gonna
in the
look
wall
at
or anything.
Bardathas and I'm gonna be like, "You want to knock on the front door?"
So you
like,
could go
we're right-
around to the
we're near
front
each other,
door.
right?
This is just a wooden slat building. So Bardatos, you think with your thieves toolkit and a decent enough roll, you might be able to knock a knothole out or maybe pry a couple boards apart to get a peek inside. That seems like something you could do if you were so inclined.
And we can't
It's
say
not,
anything.
also, it's not
We're
B&E
talking-
if we're like saving somebody. You know, I mean,
Yeah, but we
No,
can't
it's
say
still
say
B&E
shit
if
because
it's
we.
saving someone.
Make a history roll for me, Biddy. We gotta understand the legalities of this. Let's see how well you got a grasp on that.
Can I
Whether or not
assist?
this would be no, because you're not. This is not. You don't really have a relevant skills thing. You're not a lawyer.
What? I'm a dentist.
I'm gonna use. I rolled a 4, but I'm gonna use Chronal Shift to re-roll that. Actually,
That's fine.
all right, that's 17 total.
You're pretty sure that if there is an incidence of distress, the appropriate action would not be to break in. The appropriate action would be to summon the authorities.
Yes.
So breaking
Okay.
in would probably still be a violation of your of your particular restrictions.
So since it's just Bardathas and me by the building, I'm gonna look at him and say, "Should we like try to peek inside, or do you want to post back up with the group?"
Hang on a second, I gotta look at something.
Oh no, Petrov's looking at something.
Okay. Continue. Don't mind me. Don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Hmm.
All right, what do
Nothing
you
to
what do
see
you think,
here.
Barnabas?
Continue.
Well,
Um,
with my
Hold on, because we got two separate events happening, and I just asked Bardathus a question. I want to see what his
Okay.
response is before.
What
we
do we? Were you asking him if he wants to break the wall down or look like peek a hole?
Or yeah, like, do we want to try and peek inside first, or do you want to meet back up with the rest of the group and tell them what we heard?
I mean, they're like 25. They're not that far away. They can see you.
Well,
Yes,
right, but we're supposed to be hiding behind the side of the building.
yeah, if there's like I'd probably want to at least be able to, like, if I can cut a small hole or whatever, just to like get any
Okay.
kind of like look inside at what's going on.
All right.
That seems like a good thing.
Hold on a minute, because I can never remember what this is. Make an investigation roll for me.
And I'm still blessed, so 24.
Okay, you take you take your thieves' tools and you wedge a shim in between two boards of the side of the warehouse, and then you nudge that in with a little bit of a mallet to force a tiny crack, and then you take a pry bar and peel back one of them so you've got a little slit that you can peek through. You peek into the warehouse, but it is completely dark inside. Can you see in the dark?
I have dark vision for
What's
60
the range?
feet.
Okay, so you look inside the warehouse and you don't have a very good view. You can see basically, let me put a line on, hold on a second. So you can see from your crack, like your field of vision is like this part of the warehouse. You don't see anything in that particular cone slice, just there's some crates and boxes and whatnot, but based on what you're getting from the sound, it seems like it's maybe closer to the water. You may need to move a little bit to get a better angle. Like from your hole, you don't have a wide enough angle to see. This part of the warehouse just looks like a warehouse. There's like shelves with boxes and crates and whatnot.
Okay, so does it look like if I went in through the door, like I would be reasonably concealed by shelving or something?
I mean, yeah, but the door is closed, so you wouldn't be able to see through the door without opening it. And,
what time of day is it?
I don't know. It's like 11:30, about noonish.
Yeah, so that's going to let in light as well. So it's going to, yeah.
Thing's not wrong. It is very dark in this warehouse.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to kind of put
Like
it back and
oddly dark, kind of.
Oddly
And-
dark.
Oh,
Man.
I think we sort of just kind of quickly meander back to, I want to update the group, be like, so
Yeah.
we think-
I'm good with that.
Okay, so
Call
you
the
guys
cops.
slip back across the street then.
And yeah, we'll tell them what we heard, and I think we should call the police because I don't feel like getting into any more legal trouble.
I have no doubt that we could settle this issue ourselves.
Can you guys
But
make perception rolls for me again?
That would put us in grave legal danger.
Let me know if anybody beats a 23.
Nope, not even close.
Oh, natural 20 plus perception of.
You're wisdom based, right? So you should have
I
insane
think you're
perception.
like a
Plus 4, so 24.
Okay. That
On the
same
money.
that same cloaked man you saw earlier, Tink, you see him slip back. You see there's this little gap between these warehouses. You see him dash across that. He is moving almost in complete silence with a remarkable economy of motion, and he makes no noise, even though he was clearly sprinting. You just caught a bare glimpse of him as he ran across, like the tiniest.
So exactly the same cloak I saw disappearing from the pub.
Exactly the same, yes.
Yeah, okay. We are being followed or observed and I point out where and what I saw.
He's like, over there.
Sherbert's hasted, right?
The colonel is still
Yeah,
listed, yes.
still hasted.
When we walked in here, before we got into the alley, were there like police on the road or whatever?
No, but you could probably summon the authorities with relatively quickly if you just ran to one of the main thoroughfares You could probably
The
make it in,
Horn
like,
of Gondor.
let's say
Could I
four,
get
probably in
attention
4
faster by
turns. You
pulling
could.
out the bagpipes.
Yes, absolutely.
Immediately come running.
Fire alarm.
Well, it would certainly draw attention, although probably not that of the authorities, though they may come and try to arrest you for playing the bagpipes, because fucking they're obnoxious, but
Oh,
it's
man.
not specifically
against the
illegal
law,
to
though.
bagpipe in the middle of
Yeah,
the
hell,
street.
you call me racist.
They might go disturbing of the peace or something, but yeah.
And it would definitely alert the people in the warehouse.
It likely
first.
wouldn't be any faster or more effective than just running into the street and going, guards, guards! That would probably be better.
Then
Or at least that would be equally effective.
Well, I mean, it doesn't alter the fact that the person who was in the
You still hear the
judicial
moaning.
chamber
If you listen, you
is
still hear the moaning.
ghosting us.
is there a way we can get out, like we could get around, or like I could run back around the warehouse to like the water side and like sneak that way? Is there like
I mean, there's a little thing you could come in.
Like
the
I
back
feel like
and
this
through
is
here.
like a wall.
There, I
right?
mean, there are like roll down doors that go over by the dock, but yeah, I don't know. You guys haven't been around to the back, so you don't know what's back there. Actually,
I feel like Colonel
It's
should
the
run
sound of
through.
water.
the
So,
colonel is
I'm-
considerably faster at the moment.
I'm feeling like I could like either Colonel or like Colonel could probably run and like sneak back there faster to see if like there's a better vision,
Okay.
and someone could. And
So,
whoever,
Colonel,
like, the
you
next
dash
fastest
over to
person
here.
could go get-
What's everybody doing while the colonel's dashing over?
I don't have dark vision.
Are
PS.
we?
Oh.
Is the bless up after a minute, or
Your
are we
bless
still within
has
the minute?
just ended, and Colonel, you are now stunned.
Ooh, wait.
Stunned.
When haste ends, you are stunned for a turn. She's very
Ah.
exhausted.
Oh shit! Oh, the minute's over. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I've been keeping track.
I pulled the trigger too fast.
yeah.
It's too hasty.
I've been keeping track.
So
Medium
I'm just
fish.
sitting in the alleyway, like, huh.
You get to the end of the alley, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm so tired. Good lord." That only lasts for a turn. What are you guys doing? Anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
It lasts for a minute, not a turn.
I'm aware. I've been
I'm
keeping
sorry. I'm
track
sorry.
of what you guys have been doing and counting down the timer effects. That's what I've been doing with these.
Yeah.
So
details.
timid now because we've been burned.
I mean, I suggested just going to get the cops, but
Well,
I mean,
go.
you can go get the cops.
So
go.
Soul
I
Center's
reckon-
like, dude, we should
I
get the
reckon-
cops.
Yes.
right, I'll go. I'm just running off.
Okay,
Get the
so
Right.
we're gonna roll initiative now. When you guys are like, let's go get the cops, everybody move your regular distance towards the end of the alley, and then we're
I
gonna
don't-
roll initiative.
I don't need to move because I'm not going to get the cops. I thought Sol said it was.
I
Okay,
was
so
gonna leave-
anybody
I was
who's
gonna
going to
leave
get the
everyone
cops
and just
move,
go.
and then the whoever to be where you are. Okay, and then we're gonna roll some initiative here.
No.
No. Do I roll initiative even though I'm
Yes,
stunned?
yes. You will actually not miss a turn of combat. You're just
Okay.
The turn you were stunned was the turn that they decided to turn and sprint for the cops. So
24.
give me 1 second.
Are we?
Man, you
24 for
wow with the
Yeah,
initiative.
Biddy invested heavily in
yeah.
initiative. Lexi,
Well,
what'd you
yeah,
get?
I didn't even do my
I got
initiative.
16,
16. Tink?
and I think the Colonel had advantage on hers.
Yes, the colonel should
I
have
think
it.
I did.
No, Bardatos had advantage. Yeah,
Arthur does, yeah.
And
Yeah.
bless
What'd
bless has expired, right?
correct. What'd you get, Tink?
I rolled a natural 15, but I can never remember.
It's a 16
So plus
for you.
1, 16.
Colonel, what'd you get?
10.
So
We don't get a bless for this, do we?
No, because it's expired.
it wore off. It's been 11 turns since you cast your spells. What'd you get? So sorry.
15.
15. All right, hold on a second. Let me. Get some relevant statistics. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna move these. You guys see the man in the black robe step out from behind this building. He says nothing and is completely silent and sheds across his robe and transforms into a large this. But it's completely silent. It steps out and there is this figure now before you, a large pale white figure. Make an Arcana roll, everybody.
Ugh.
Do we get a? Oh no.
Let me know what
8?
you got. Got an 8. Did anybody get a 15 or higher?
17.
Tink got a 17.
No.
Okay, Tink with your 17. This is a construct of some sort. This is some manner of artificial creature.
Mhm.
It appears to be made of porcelain. It is completely naked. It has no anatomically correct parts. It is like, think of a large porcelain. It looks like a large porcelain mannequin, is what it looks like. It is yet to make even a single sound. It is fucking creepily silent.
Well, you've definitely intimidated me.
And let me see here. Let me sort these.
Just turn to Biddy. Now, would destroying this count as killing something?
Exactly.
Legally
Or
Would
is it
be
just destruction of property?
Biddy,
would
it's
be
your turn.
would be knocking some crockery off a shelf be counted as
It's your turn, Biddy. You guys aren't sure what this is. Tink, the rest of you have never seen anything like this before. Tink, you're pretty sure this is some manner of construct.
Can I perform a would this killing this be illegal check?
If you want to spend your turn thinking about what the ramifications of destroying this might be, sure, you're welcome to do that.
That sounds
Nah.
accurate.
You can
I
can
think-
absolutely make a skill
we should
check,
kill
but if
this
we're in
thing.
the heat of combat, it's going to take you a turn to think about it.
okay. So that was
can
that
either-
was going to be my next
You can
question.
either react to the large, creepy, featureless man monster of porcelain, or you can think about whether you should kill it or not. But
So
Yeah,
you can't really do
probably
both
just-
at the same time, because
So
one...
Pete, that was
Yeah,
going to be my next thing. Is that having perceived this thing, is it obvious the intention?
Make a history check for me. So you know the most about this, and you're like, what the hell? And everybody else has no idea what it is. You are pretty sure it's a construct, but you're going to need to make a history roll.
History is plus
And this
4.
this I won't make you take your turn to do, because this is more of like a quick... You can do this kind of quick thinking.
Oh, you
It doesn't
bet.
require-
19. Wow.
You're pretty sure that
22.
destroying... Okay, so Tink, you're pretty sure that if you break...
Agreed.
to the best of your legal knowledge, which admittedly you are not a legal scholar, but to
I'm
the
more
best
of-
of your knowledge, you don't think destroying this would count as killing anybody.
Man,
don't
that's
think.
a hell of a roll. Can everyone just give me a round of applause?
And again, to the best of your legal knowledge, and you are not an attorney. So bear that in
I
mind.
certainly am not. I'm
This is
I'm
legal
I'm not
knowledge.
even a
Right.
dentist.
You think this wouldn't count as killing anybody, but also destruction of property could potentially be a crime. You're not super sure what the property rights are like on constructs. So
Yeah, I'm not even sure how I would.
it's more of a better
elucidate-
question for Biddy. Really,
Exactly.
but yeah.
I'm not even sure how
Yeah.
I would elucidate.
That would-
Anyway,
that would
Biddy,
take my
it is
turn,
it
though.
is your turn.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
go ahead.
It would take my turn to actually figure out if killing this is a crime, right?
Correct. If you want to stop
All right,
and
well,
think about it.
Let's kill it then. All right. So I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat as a bonus action myself
Okay.
to allow myself to move as a dash action as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my normal move. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my bonus move.
You can move 6.
And then
oh, I got you. You were double squaring.
Yeah, but
you got it.
diagonal.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're dead
yeah,
back.
I was going
You're right. All right. You're right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hopefully that's okay.
Yeah,
So
just every
you
other
know,
square is 2.
Yeah, and then actually, I didn't really even need to move that close to it, but I'll go ahead and use my last 3rd level spell to cast Hypnotic Pattern on this guy,
Okay.
centered on him. It's a 30-foot radius cube.
Gotcha. So you center
But,
a hypnotic pattern on him?
yeah.
All right, let me look at something very
Yes.
quickly. What's the save DC on that?
I think it's 17.
17. Gotcha. Okay. Nothing happens.
Ooh, that's not good. Well, that was my shot, guys.
I'm guessing it's immune.
Perhaps.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's
That was
my turn.
Okay,
Yeah,
Biddy's
no,
done.
that's
All
my
right,
turn.
sorry. Slexy, you're up then.
Yeah.
When you're done,
Okay,
just say,
I will-
say, I'm done. That's good. Just give me a visual,
Yeah,
like a
I'm
verbal
sorry.
reminder, because I'm not always super good about that.
Yeah, I am.
I guess
Yeah,
I'll move
I'm done.
closer just
Okay.
to help support Biddy.
All right. Anything else? Do you want to dodge, cast a spell?
I'll dodge, I guess.
Okay. Anything else? Bonus action, spiritual weapon,
Nope.
anything like that? All right, Tink, you're up.
Well, actually, spiritual weapon. Do I even have that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll cast spiritual weapon. I'll
Okay, 60 feet,
I'll
yep.
make it appear right in
Grab,
front of it, I guess.
yeah, grab this D4 that was the door a second ago and put it wherever you want. Yep, you're good. It can be there.
Okay.
Do you want to make an attack? You can attack and turn it appears.
Yeah, I guess I'll just take a whack at it.
Take a womp.
Do I get a D4 for? Oh no bless. That's
Yeah,
right.
the bless wore off. You are not blessed.
Noblesse
16,
oblige.
20.
Oh,
22.
you.
That's a hit.
Pff, 4 damage.
Should be. You should. Did you roll 1? Oh, you rolled a 1. Okay. Hold on a second. So
Force damage, if that makes any
4. Okay.
difference.
Actually, that may matter. Let me look. Hold on. Nope, you're good. Okay. So done, Slex?
Yes, I'm done. Sorry.
Tink's up.
Oh, I was afraid of this.
Your hammer smacks into it and puts a very tiny crack in its head, like a very tiny. It looks like imagine if you had. Well, it puts like more like a chip. Imagine if you chipped a coffee cup. It sort of looks like that.
A filigree?
Cool.
I'm slightly concerned about who might issue from the whimpering chamber here. I will advance and perform the same action of spiritual weapon
Okay.
because that will follow us around, right? I mean, if
So are you gonna? How are you gonna move? Are you gonna dash? Because you're not gonna be able to get close enough to get a spirit weapon in range unless you dash.
Well, I will move up and bless everyone again. Actually, forget spiritual weapon for the time being.
Well, you'll bless, I think.
Everybody
I
but
guess
the
there's 4
colonel.
of us out here.
So you can move to here. Got 6 squares of movement, so you could be here. You won't be able to bless Biddy either. He's too far away. Actually, you know what? If you never mind, you can send it on Slexy and get everybody but the colonel.
Let's do that.
Okay. So you move up and cast bless. Anything else?
That toll the dead, right? Because this thing is now injured, and it toll the dead's like 120 feet.
It is definitely in range, and you could absolutely do that. Yes.
Let's.
Oh no, you can't cast Toll the Dead because you cast Blessed. So you have like bonus actions, reactions. You can make a spirit weapon with a bonus action.
Are we already?
No, we're not.
blessed?
No, because it
We're already
expired
blessed,
because we
yeah.
were well over a minute.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. In which case,
Your spirit weapon would be out of range. Like you could make one like in this area is about as close as you'd be able to get it. But it wouldn't.
yeah,
be
no, it's fine. Okay, so I'll sit tight.
Okay, so you're up.
I think I'm just gonna kind of advance and dodge because I don't know what this thing's gonna do yet.
Okay. You might attack it if you want. You got Eldritch Blast, Vicious Mockery. Slexy's already beaten
Vicious
on it with a
Mockery.
hammer, so at this point, there's really no reason to not, take a poke at him.
Okay, well yeah, let's throw an Eldritch Blast at it.
I don't want to necessarily
cheap
dissuade you from
clay.
dodging. If you're worried about getting hit, dodging is not necessarily a bad idea. I'm just,
Yeah, let's throw an Eldritch Blast at it.
All right, roll it. just a spell attack. What'd you get?
9.
That's a miss. So you fire 2 eldritch bolts, pew pew, and they just go flying over its shoulders. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Colonel, you're up.
So, have I even heard anything at this point? Because this appeared silently.
So
would I
you have heard the sound
combat?
of a hammer hitting. What you heard was the sound of a hammer hitting a coffee cup, and I'm assuming these guys will be like, "Oh shit!" and then help, Colonel. You can talk.
Okay,
This thing makes no noise at all, but you guys are still welcome to do whatever you like. You can be like, there's some kind of monster.
Okay, so I am aware that combat is happening over here.
I would assume, unless your compatriots are just going to stoically battle in perfect silence, that they're probably like, help!
So I guess that's a question for them, because
I'm a bit of a screamer.
Biddy came up and went hypnotic pattern.
I mean,
nothing
Artitas gets into it day or night. You know, he's very loud and performative. So you know, he's letting you know that he's throwing the eldritch bolts around.
I'm guessing that when Biddy came up and threw a hypnotic pattern, at the minimum, he went, "Oh shit!" when it didn't work.
I did.
Okay. All right. So then, in that case, I'm aware that combat is happening. I'm gonna go help my friends. So, I think I'm not still hasted, am I?
You are not. No.
Okay. I'm just gonna double move then. So.
Okay. You can move 12 squares.
1. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. That's 60 feet, and you also, if you want, you have your dash action as well. You could also maybe do insightful fighting to get advantage.
I think I'll start with an insight.
Okay, make an insight check against my admittedly bad deception.
6 plus 8 is 14.
I got a 12. So you have successfully, insightfully fought him. You now understand everything about his combat style that you need.
About this giant coffee cup.
You will have advantage for 10 turns on the coffee cup.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna steal this. Okay. Anything else, Colonel?
I think that'll do it.
All right, Colonel's done. This man's turn. It opens its mouth and hisses, "I am the fragile. You will not be." And then it closes its mouth. What's your speed? Okay.
Why is everything so creepy?
I mean, honestly, you just sounded like one of my brothers.
Why is your brother so creepy?
Why does your brother sound like some sort of ghoul?
Thank you, Pete.
You're welcome. That is its entire. Actually, it is going to move up here and stand next to Bitterroot, and it is finished. Biddy, it is.
Well,
your turn.
hello, sir. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay.
Give myself a little block, and that's my action. I think that's it for the turn.
Okay. Biddy casts Mirror Image. Lexi?
Oh, he's right up against it.
It moved up.
I'm gonna
as
move
to
my
attack.
hammer.
I got a lot of block though, so don't worry too much about me.
Okay.
Move my hammer behind it.
Gotcha.
Is it big?
Yes, it is 4 squares. Yes, it is a large creature.
And I'll take a smack at it with my hammer.
Mega Womp.
Am I blessed now?
You are blessed, yes. The hammer is not blessed though, so it doesn't get the. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and roll it. I think I think that does apply to you when you're attacking.
I think I've been rolling that way for
If
it.
not,
but
we'll house rule it to say that it is. I actually think it does apply because you are still making an attack roll, so it stands to reason.
12
If
plus
I
6,
had
20.
a hammer.
Say again.
20.
20's a hit.
Four plus 3, 7.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything
Then
else?
I guess I'll move up.
Okay. Yeah, it's like some
And womp on it.
Anything else? You gonna take a swing with your hammer?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at it.
All right, give him some more hammer.
Wow. Chipping.
16?
That's a miss. Anything else?
Right, and then I'm done.
Okay, Tink, you're up.
Okie dokie. So if this thing is
It does the creepy head rotating thing and looks at Slexy.
Oh, so this was the.
It's still facing perfectly forward, but its head is rotated 90 degrees and is looking directly at Slexy.
Yeah. Okay,
It's real fucking weird.
We know this thing.
Yeah, it is surprisingly reminiscent of what happened in the courtroom, except it's turned it further to the left than even it did there. You get the impression that if this is the same thing you saw in the court, maybe in the courtroom it was trying to pretend to be human and doing not a super great job, and now it just isn't even making a pretense.
Yeah, I'm well out of the role playing part now, but I mean, obviously, if this is porcelain, we can freeze it or heat it up or something, and perhaps that. Oh shit!
You're not entirely certain you were here. You're not entirely certain. You don't know enough about what this thing is to know any of its vulnerabilities.
No, exactly.
You know that it is a construct of some variety. Everybody else has no idea what the fuck it is.
No, fine.
Like
and there's no way
I've ever seen.
There's no way I can tell them in this space of time either.
Well, you can you can scream, "It's a construct!" That is actually useful for them. That's something that would have meaning. For instance, Biddy and Bardatos would know it is not immune. It is immune to charm, frighten, that sort of stuff.
Well, what I'll do is I'll move closer.
Just based on the fact you know it's a construct, there are certain things that you can't do to a construct. Like you can't charm one because they're not a person. So that is helpful information to share.
Fine. Well, I'll move closer because my vocal cords aren't really set to sort of bellow. So I'll just go.
You're as loud as anybody else when you want to be.
It's a construct.
He just doesn't want to be.
Okay, so you guys know some general things about constructs.
It's called
and that.
role playing.
They tend to have some sort of immunities, and there are things they're not people, so things that normally might work on a person won't necessarily work on this. They tend to be
Like
resilient against magic. Yeah, stuff like they're relatively certain hold person is a bad idea because this thing probably won't be holdable. That kind of stuff. You don't know specifically what all doesn't work, but you've got a reasonable suspicion for some things now that Tink has told you. Like if Tink had mentioned before you cast that hypnotic pattern that this was a construct, I would have probably said, yeah, you know that's not going to work.
Well, don't blame me.
Hey, you're learning. You guys are learning to work together as a team. That's part of it. Nobody else even knew what it was. You filled them in now. So
I mean, we let Biddy lie to the cops earlier, so you know.
Yeah, he's the one person
all
who
worked out, didn't it?
right?
Entitled to
Yes,
make
it
mistakes.
did. Yes, it did.
Anything else, Tink? Because it's still your turn.
Yes, it's so. For Soul Setter, did his spiritual weapon work? Did that actually
It
hit?
hammer it. Both times he's hit it, he is
Fine,
visibly
I cast
damaged it.
spiritual weapon.
Okay, so you're gonna have a blue one. Well, we'll say here.
Oui.
Put it where you want, anywhere within 60 feet of you. Okay, and it can attack as part of casting it. So go ahead and make a womp. It's a spell attack roll
Which is a D20.
plus a D4 because you blessed yourself.
Oui. $11 plus 3, so 14.
And what do you add for your spell attack
Ooh.
on your sheet?
Yes, just going to the sheet. Spell.
Bottom page. In the top in the middle.
Oh, plus 9.
Okay, so what'd you get? Looks like a 23 to me.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a hit. Roll damage.
Which is
For this hammer, it is a D8, and you add your wisdom bonus, your casting ability bonus, which for you I think is 4.
need a D8 from someone, please.
There's tons. You have one in your pile in front of you.
Do I? Oh.
There's some more.
So D8 plus which? Sorry.
It would be your spell casting modifier. So in your case, wisdom, which is +4.
Okay, 3 plus 4 is 7.
Got it. Okay. Anything else? Because you still have a regular action. That was a bonus action and a move action.
Let's move in
So we're gonna dash. Okay.
a bit further. Actually, but I already moved.
You can dash. You can use your action to move again instead of making an
Just,
attack.
just cast a cantrip, like hit it with like chill touch or whatever your
Toll the
best
dead?
damage is.
Not a
Toll
bad
of
idea.
Toll the
Dead?
dead, yeah, whatever. Yeah, hit toll.
Is that even going to work against this thing? Is it?
You don't know enough about it to know whether or not it will work, Pink. You know it's a construct, and you know that your Toll the Dead does either necrotic or radiant damage. Your choice.
Well,
You
necrotic
don't know-
isn't going to work, right? So
You don't
'Cause
know.
it doesn't
It
have
might. It might
flinch.
not. You don't know.
no, but I mean, it's I've gleaned enough so far.
You know that this thing is resistant to some types of damage and forms of damage. Yes, but you don't know. You don't know enough about these creatures to understand specifically which ones. But if you try a Toll the Dead and hit it with either necrotic or radiant damage, and it does not do anything, you will have learned something about this, and you can share that with
Indeed.
your allies.
So let's, but rather than starting with necrotic when it doesn't appear to have any flesh, I shall start with a word of radiance.
Word of Radiance only hits stuff that's adjacent to you.
Then
Toll
that's...
the Dead can do either necrotic or radiant damage. For you, probably radiant. It does the same type all the time. When you pick it, you pick one. I believe yours actually does necrotic, if I remember correctly. So your Toll the Dead is always necrotic.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
but it's not. It's
Okay.
not in range for or Word of Radiance because that only hits stuff that's next to you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move up.
Okay. So that's a dash. Tink is done then. He'd be in a square.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect.
Silk.
I think I'm gonna go for another one of those Eldritch Blasts.
Give him
That
the
seems
old
like a
Eldritch
good idea.
Blast. All right. Hit him with the EB. Spell attack.
Say
roll.
the words.
Give it to him.
I mean, I feel like he probably wouldn't do well with insults. So
Give it to him, Daddy.
Exactly.
I mean, Vicious Mockery does psychic damage. There's not a lot of stuff that's resistant to psychic. It's actually a pretty good damage type. What'd you get?
10.
That's a miss. Also, don't forget you're a blessed.
Oh, and
So
13.
Still a miss.
Dang.
All right. Anything else, so?
I think I'm gonna kind of move.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can be here.
Gotcha. All right. Anything else?
Beware our rear.
Anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
All right, Colonel, you're up.
Time to get all stabby with it.
All right. Getting stabby with it.
Hopefully.
Na 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 na. Getting stabby with it. Na 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 na. Getting
I'd
stabby
like-
with it.
5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, okay. Single move. Can I move this?
Yeah, you can be in the same square with the special weapon. Doesn't matter.
And I would like to hit it with my sword.
Make with the shanking. You have advantage,
Okay.
remember, and are also not blessed. You are not
Advantage.
blessed, but you do have advantage.
Not blessed, but I have advantage.
Yep. What'd you
Ooh, terrible rolls. 17 to hit.
get? That's a hit.
Ah, good. Okay. And here's the. Oop. 17.
Hang on a second. I gotta look at something.
Damage would be better, but I don't have that.
Okay. Your rapier is magic, correct?
Yeah, it's a +2.
Okay. What's your total damage then?
17.
17. Got it. Okay.
And yeah, let's just action surge. Hit it again.
Got it.
Do I still get to roll with advantage?
Yes, you still have advantage, yes. All of your attacks against this will have advantage while you're insightful fighting it. Also, something I want to mention that I've been screwing up because I'm bad at my job. As long as another opponent is adjacent to something you are attacking, you don't have advantage, but you can sneak attack. So
Oh, okay.
if you haven't used
when
insightful
it's
fighting on
distracted,
something
yeah.
that is fighting someone else, you can administer your sneak attack, but you don't have advantage. So you'd still
Gotcha.
probably want to insightful fight because advantage is part of your build. But you can
Right.
still sneak attack something you haven't had a chance to insightfully fight yet. And I
You've
told you
definitely said that before.
I told
but yeah,
you
it's been a minute.
incorrectly. I told you incorrectly the last time we did it. I got it wrong. So that's
Oh,
me being
okay.
bad at my job.
No,
So,
you're good.
so in that case, it like the piling up to all shank at the same like around it is not a bad idea.
Well, it's
if
helpful
we
for the
think-
colonel. It doesn't help anybody else because nobody else has sneak attack. So
So that's gonna be.
if any of
a
you get
19
sneak
to hit.
attack, though, then yes, being next to someone when you fight a thing is useful. So roll your damage, Colonel. No sneak attack on this because you can only sneak attack once a turn.
Right. Okay. So
Still,
whoops.
you can do it more often, but you still only get to do it once a turn.
Nice. 8 plus 5 is 13.
All right, 13 more. All right. This thing turns, rotates its head slowly and creepily away from Slexi, and now it is looking at you, Colonel.
Of course.
Its gaze is
Well,
its gaze is implacable and dead.
Could I like? I mean, I guess everyone's fine. I was gonna say if I could try to draw it away, if I like could use disengage to like, if it looks like it's gonna.
Don't you still have your bonus action as a rogue, which I think one of the things you can do is like combat roll, which lets you get away from stuff?
Yeah, I'm curious if I can like draw it away from the party since it now looks like it's gonna.
I mean, you can try. You don't know what this thing is gonna do.
Let me
It just
try.
better not blow up.
Yeah, just out of curiosity. All right, so I'll use my thieves action to disengage and drop back. Or actually, no, I'm gonna go head this way.
Okay. So you fall back out of threatened range, and as soon as you move away, it rotates its head back and looks at Slexi.
Ah, all right. Well, it was worth a shot.
All right. Anything else, Colonel? I'm pretty sure that's
That'll
it.
do it.
All right, then. Let's see here. Slexi, this thing is going to punch you. What's your AC?
17.
That's a miss. It's going to punch at you again. That is also a miss. So it is double whiffed. And then, okay, it begins to magically glow. There's an aura that surrounds it. Oh, and it seems considerably faster.
Oh, it tasted itself.
And Biddy, it is your turn.
I will try to use my momentary stasis ability on this creature.
Okay, remind me what that does again.
Yes, it makes a Constitution save, or it's incapacitated with a speed of 0 until end of turn, until end of my next turn.
Gotcha.
So up to a DC 17 save.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, you begin to do that, and it does nothing. It simply doesn't work.
I will use my Chronal Shift to make it re-roll the save.
It didn't roll, it just doesn't work.
Oh, shit.
Has no
Can't-
constitution. It's not a
Oh,
living
that's-
thing.
That's not good. Okay. Okay.
You try and
that's
shift
not
it
good.
in time, and it is firmly anchored in the time sphere and will not be shifted.
Oh, so I lose my Chronal Shift.
You did use
Oh,
it,
shit,
it just
okay.
didn't work, yeah. I'm
Oh,
not
shit,
going to make
okay.
you waste the reroll, because you know in this case that trying to make it reroll won't help because it didn't roll. So
Okay, so I don't waste it. Okay.
right, you don't waste the reroll ability, but the ability to try and imprison something in time, that is used. It just didn't work.
All right. I'll just hold steady. I'll pass my turn.
Do you want to dodge?
Well, that was
Oh,
my
sorry,
action.
you're right. That was your action. I forgot that.
Yeah,
For some
that's
reason,
my
I keep thinking that's a bonus action, but it is not. It's a regular action. Okay.
Yeah, momentary stasis was an action, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, right. I always, for some reason, I think that's a bonus action. I don't know why. Slexi, you're up.
Smack it with my bump or my
You got it. Give him a whomping.
spiritual weapon. $20.
That's it.
$7 damage.
Got
And
it.
then I'll smack it with my normal hammer.
You got it. Give him some whomping.
19.
Also a hit.
$7.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's me done.
You got it. Select, Tink, you're up.
Yes. So, spiritual weapon.
Give him a womp.
The first.
Uh-oh, Silk DC.
Hmm?
Silk DC.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
The app
Pardon?
crashed. I'm rejoining.
Okay.
Just give me a sec.
I wanted to make sure you weren't out of Discord as well.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So hit is D20.
You're going to do what? Womp him with your hammer?
Spiritual weapon, yes.
Yep, D20 plus a D4 because you're blessed.
16 plus 4, 20.
That's actually considerably more than that, but yes. You also got to add your spell attack, which is 9. So
Oh, yeah.
you got a
Okay.
29, actually.
Well, I'll hit him with
That's a hit.
Great.
Go ahead and roll
Great.
the damage.
emphaticism.
Be a D8 plus 4.
D8. Sorry. Five, 9.
All right, 9 more.
5
damage.
plus 4.
Got it.
9.
Okay. Anything else? Still have your action.
What did I try? Radiance. Let's try this.
Word
Radiance.
of Radiance. Got it. Okay. That's a Constitution save, correct?
Yes.
All right. Let me look at something very quickly. All right. So DC 17, I believe, for you. He saved. So you make your aura, and he made a save. So that's going to be Colonel. You're up.
Okay, let's get back in there. I'm just gonna shank his ass, apparently.
You got it. Give him the old butt stabbing. Martinique looks at him. He's like, "Ha ha! Ignore me at your peril!" And then he goes and stabs him right in the butthole.
Well, that's what you get for turning your back on
makes
me in
an
the middle of
effort.
combat.
That wouldn't be the first thing you stabbed in the butthole, am I right?
Certainly not the first person who turned their back on her. Him.
And remember, you critical on 19s and 20s now too. Just throwing
Oh,
that
that's
out there.
right.
Don't forget.
I got 16 plus 8 is 24.
Okay, that's it. Roll damage.
Plus D4.
Ten damage.
Got it. All right.
And
Anything else? You still got your rogue action if you want to try and lure him away after the butthole stab. He's still looking at
Okay.
Sexy, by the way.
yeah, he appears to be ignoring me when I try to.
When you stabbed him in the butthole, he did not seem to draw his attention away from Slexy. Like it did
You'd
last time.
think that, yeah. Well, he's a construct, not a living being. Normally, stuff notices when you stab it in the butt. I guess that's my turn.
Okay. It is the Fragile's turn. He is going to punch Slexy.
Flex.
That's a miss. You're a 16, Slex?
17.
17. All right, that's a hit then. Let's see. Take 20, bludgeoning,
Oy.
and make a Constitution save for me. DC 15.
Excuse me, may I ask, what's he being hit with? Is it like
This
a
thing
fist?
punched
or
him
an
with
axe?
its fist.
Holy shit!
So do I get a? I don't get the D4 for the con save, or
Ambulance
Yeah,
on
you're
its
still
way.
blessed. You can add the D4 for your save as well. Yep. It applies to attack rolls and
now
saves.
what's the
DC
save
15.
for? Is it an attack or a damage he's doing?
You're
or is
not certain.
it 7?
Get a 7. Okay, so
wait,
your maximum hit points have been reduced by 20. So
Awesome.
you took 20 damage, and your maximum hit points are 20 lower. So basically, the damage you took from his fist has reduced your hit
permanent.
point maximum. Well, it may not be permanent, but it's lower currently.
I can't be healed.
Correct. That is correct.
Oh,
Holy shit.
can't it? Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Probably needs for a high level spell or something. Who knows?
It is also going to swing at you again. That is a hit.
Oy.
Ooh, he rolled good. Take 24.
Oy.
Okay. Roll con
You
again,
still
or
up?
was it just the first one?
No. Well, yeah. Make another DC. Make another Constitution save. Yep. Same thing.
11.
Okay, max hit points are reduced with that blow as well.
Are you still up?
It's done.
Canal, man, you just shrugged that off.
Flexi's, he can take a beating.
He certainly can.
Okay. Kitty, your turn.
Damn.
So, can I tell whether the construct was immune to my previous
Yes, it was
momentary
immune.
stasis?
Correct.
I'm
I see.
fucking bloody. Like, blood pouring out of
Yeah,
places.
don't worry. You're gonna get.
Well, you're not bloody
I
because
can't
you
get
got
healed.
punched, but you're probably spitting out gobbets of
Like-
blood. Your armor's probably dented from. It has like weird, like fist-shaped dents in it, and Slexi's spitting blood. Yeah, he looks. real.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
How many hit points you got left,
I'll
Slexi?
sort you out, brother. Don't worry.
I have 1.
Okay, Slexi's down to 1 hit point. So he looks. He's doubled over, spitting out
two
blood,
hits.
but he just refuses to go down. He's like gritting his teeth, and his teeth are all lined with blood, and he refuses to go down.
2 hits, he punched out all of my blood.
You pushed out all your blood. Oh no.
Splat,
You only have
splat.
so much blood.
You
He has-
should probably fall back.
It has made. Well, he doesn't want to disengage because you get opt.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
On
I
his,
have,
on his
I have
next turn,
transfusion.
on
so
his
it'll
on
be
his
fine.
next turn, he might be able to take a disengage action to get away from it. That might not be a bad idea.
It might be
But
recommended.
it's Biddy's turn. So
It's immune to my fucking ability. That sucks. All right. Okay. So I will.
constructs are to give you some insight, Biddy. Constructs are occasionally known as wizards' banes. Wizards build these oftentimes specifically to defend them from stuff like you, because they are immune to many different varieties of magic.
Hey, stop using my bit.
That's just that's a construct sort of thing. There's a reason wizards build golems and other sort of elemental stuff because they do things like this.
So can I tell what it is immune to?
That's why you get your Arcana roll. If you had rolled better and were good enough to know about these particular sorts of things, you would have some insight into what kind of things will and will not work. But the only person who rolled good enough to know what it was at all was Tink, and he knows what it is and can give you a general idea of why this stuff is happening, but he doesn't know enough about this specific kind of monster to tell you for certain. Like, if he had rolled good enough, you'd know all about it. You'd be like, oh, well, this isn't going to work. That's not, you'd know beforehand, but you don't have the breadth of experience yet to know specifically how to handle these.
All right, I'll see if suggestion works on it. I'll try to use suggestion to.
So
to
I'm
tell
gonna
it
give you a check on that one. You know that hypnotic pattern didn't work. Suggestion is also definitely not going to work.
Yeah,
I see.
This is where your
it's
experience
mindless.
has come in. The fact that it was the experience of this fighting this is you have learned. Okay, hypnotic pattern didn't work. Suggestion is definitely not going to work either. So what else? Let's move down the checklist to the next thing.
That's a valid point. All right, I'm going to take the disengage action, and then
Okay.
as a bonus action, I will use my dash because I have my.
You're still expeditious retreating, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will. I'll move over here, and then
Gotcha.
I will hit it with a. Or no, I'm sorry. That's my turn actually because I used disengage action. Okay, yeah, I'll pass the turn.
Does an expeditious retreat let you do that as a bonus action?
Yes, but I use disengage, so that's an action.
Well, you
right?
move as part of disengaging. Disengaging lets you move up to your speed without. So if you disengage as a bonus action, that disengage includes 30 feet of movement.
Oh, never mind. Okay, sweet. All right.
So if you use your
fire
bonus
bolt
action
bullet
from
then,
expeditious
yeah.
retreat to engage, you can still cast a spell or whatever. You still have your action.
Sweet. Okay, I didn't realize that. Yeah, sweet. All right.
Oh,
yeah,
expeditious
I'll
retreat is
fire.
good.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll firebolt.
Oh wait, aren't you mirror imaged?
I am.
Yeah.
Can't be both. Expeditious retreat is concentration, isn't it?
Oh, yes, you're right.
So when you
sorry,
mirror
expeditious
image, that went
retreats.
away.
Yeah, so that's fair. I'll just walk away.
Okay, you could walk
Because-
away and let it hit a mirror, or you could go ahead and disengage
it'll
to
probably-
move
it'll
and not
probably-
get swung.
yeah. No, I'll just walk away and let it try to hit a mirror.
Okay, it will take its op at you. What's your AC?
All right. My
did I-
AC is 17. I rolled a 4, so it will try to hit me.
Okay, it hit you.
All right, I'll use shield.
Okay, so you were hit and I rolled a 19. Do you still want to shield?
So shield puts me at 21.
Okay, so you're still gonna get hit. So you cast shield.
Oh,
to its
you're
range.
gonna roll. You rolled a 19.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry,
get to know
Okay,
what
yeah.
I rolled. So the way shield works is you know whether you're hit and then you know what the roll is. So
Oh, I understand.
you got
Okay.
hit and
Yeah,
I hit
yeah,
you
no,
on a
no.
19. So you may not
Yeah,
want
that's
to shield.
fair. No,
Okay.
just no.
Gotcha.
That's fine. Let it hit me. Let it hit me.
Okay. Take 10, and then make a DC 15 Constitution save.
And I failed my Constitution save.
Okay, so your maximum hit points are reduced by 10 as well.
Permanently?
You're not sure. Probably.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so
Right.
this is me going to tell you. This is Pete, not Tiberius. Your characters don't know this. Stuff that does hit point reduction, level drain, none of that stuff is permanent. It's all fixable or it goes
Okay.
away with time. So
You shouldn't
right.
have told us that until after the game, but after the match. But
it
that's
mostly matters because you can't be healed during this fight. Like Slexi's at 1.
no,
hit points, the
but
rest
it
of
adds to the tension. You know, if we're all sort of going,
So the 10
holy
point, the
shit!
10 point hit
I mean,
I know
as a
it used to
player,
play
you can
stuff
kind of
like that, but
infer
they don't
that.
do that anymore.
Yeah.
Correct.
I mean, just as a
Slexi's
player,
right.
you-
Back in previous editions, like if you got level drained, it was permanent, and players hated that shit, and it was stupid for them to do it. So they just said that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, because that just punishes you for playing the game.
Correct. Slexi will, if not otherwise intervened, and there are some ways to get rid of it. But if no other intervention happens, Slexi will slowly recover his hit points over time. It's just going to require some rest.
Well, I'm
Okay,
sure
so-
during Night Court, Bitterroot was feeling he was being punished anyway.
This
Yeah.
thing's behaving in a very predictable pattern. You just haven't figured out what it is yet.
So I took 10, and the 10 that I lost was like on top of that.
No.
cumulative.
So you had what,
Okay.
32 hit points?
Yes.
So
I'm
you
at
have
22.
22 current hit points, but now your maximum hit points is also 22.
Okay, very good. So I moved away. That was not an action, right? That was a bonus action.
That was your move action. But yeah, you took a move. You still
Yeah.
have your regular action, so you can cast a spell or whatever.
Okay, so I'll firebolt this guy.
You got it. Make an attack roll.
All right. Let's do some damage here.
Do you have Icy Ray as well?
This guy has a very
19
specific.
to hit.
That's it. He's doing something very specific. You guys just haven't puzzled it out yet.
Oh shit. So I do almost the max. Wow. I do 19 damage.
And that's fire.
Fire, yes.
19 fire. All right. Okay, Biddy, you hit it with some fire damage, and it begins to shake, and it looks like it's going to shake itself apart. It is some kind of, either you're not sure, malfunction or fury or whatnot. It still doesn't make any noise whatsoever. It's still perfectly silent, but it appears to be, if a porcelain doll could get angry, you would say this is an angry porcelain doll. So
Nice.
all right, and I gotta read something here. Hold on. I need to.
I mean, this thing it's going to blow up.
Anything
right?
else, Biddy?
I think that's
you
all I
don't
can
know,
do.
Tink. To the best of your experience, occasionally.
No, I'm sorry. I was speaking out of turn.
Well, no. What you know about constructs, what Galapagos knows is when some of them are killed, some of them do explode. You don't know if this one does that or not, but that is not a thing that would be unreasonable to happen. Slexi, it's your turn.
I'll disengage.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
can move full movement.
Correct. Also, this thing's head turned and looked at Biddy. It is not looking at Slexi anymore. It is now looking at Bitterroot. And you can move a regular move as part of that, Flex.
It's looking at Bitterroot.
It is currently looking at Biddy, yes.
And he just took 20, was it? Or 10?
19.
19.
I think Slexi's made the connection. If you think what you can share that. Soulsetter could be like, hey, dude, guys, this is what's. If you have a suspicion, you guys are awfully quiet during combat. You don't like talk or.
I don't have a suspicion. I mean, it just hit. He just hit it. So
It sounds like fire does something.
Fire
Yeah, but
hot.
so will ice. If it's porcelain or some such clay material like that, then it's going to react.
Anyway,
Tink.
anything else, Lex? You still got.
I'm
your action.
going to hit it with the hammer that's on it.
All right, whomp the shit out of him.
Actually, before I do that,
Mhm.
if I have a spell that says bonus action,
Yep.
Can I use an action slot to cast that
Sure.
if I don't use my action?
So you could use a bonus. It still takes a bonus action. Like what spell? I'm confused. Sorry.
So if I not currently, but I'm looking at something else.
Yeah,
It
just that's
says it
fine.
takes a
Hypotheticals are fine. Just let me know what
So
your
it
question is.
it takes a bonus action to hit this. with
Correct.
My spiritual weapon.
Right.
If I had a spell that was a bonus action that I then wanted to cast.
Yes, you absolutely can do that. Yes.
Okay. But I used my action to disengage, so.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Your regular action can do something that you can do with the bonus action. Yes, absolutely.
And I can't tell if it looks damaged at all or.
It's shattered bad. It seems like it's something, that last bit of damage that hit it seems to have done something not good to it.
And it's looking at Biddy right now.
It is currently looking at Bitteroo, yeah. But that last bit, like Biddy slapped a big ball of fire into it and it blew a big hole right through the middle of it, so it's all cracked and shattered. And when that happened, it seems to have done something not good to it. Like it seems to have reacted badly to that damage.
Okay.
But other than that, it's just got some cracks, chips, and fractures, and then a giant hole right in the center of it. It's also got some other holes where Martinique has been poking it, but those are like small rapier-shaped holes.
In the butt, mostly.
I'll shield him.
Mostly in the butt, yeah.
Oh my god.
Let me give him a +2 to AC.
Okay. Shield of Faith who? Biddy, okay. Biddy, your AC is too higher.
I really don't need that. Give it to somebody else. Like I have duplicates and stuff. Like,
Biddy's still mirrored up, yeah, so.
yeah, give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody else.
Well then I'll just hit it instead of using that.
Okay, womp away.
Plus. +6, 16, 22.
That's it.
Five plus 3, 8
8 damage. Got
damage,
it. Got it.
and I'm done.
Okay. Tink, you're up.
So, Alex, I was going to cast some healing on you, cure wounds.
You
He
can.
cannot be healed.
I'm at 1 hit point out of 1 hit.
Yep, he is fully healed at 1 hit point.
Ow. What would have happened if it had dealt 1 more damage to him and his max HP was 0?
You don't know.
Yeah, but that's my point. Is I didn't know that either.
Something bad.
Yeah.
Something bad.
So I know that how
You know what, how? I'm sorry.
that
Healing will
my instinct to heal my company member.
He just sees me badly injured. He doesn't know if I can be healed or not.
Yeah, no, exactly. So my instinct is to heal you, right? I don't know that what my action is going to be ineffectual.
You have some divine inspiration, and your experience as a cleric is enough to, when you begin to think about praying for that, it seems like not a great idea.
Fair enough.
Your
Fair
powers
enough.
come from God. Sometimes the gods grant you insights. This is such a time. Chandria is like, that will not be helpful, my son.
Okie dokie. Well, let's assume that's a little subset from clairvoyance, which is a spell that I actually know.
Clairvoyance in this capacity actually lets you see things that are far away. It's like scrying.
Yeah, and so let's just
This
say
is
that-
more of a divine inspiration from the gods. Chandria whispers to you, that will not help, my son.
Keep track of that spell though. I mean that seems useful in the future.
Oh, honestly,
Clairvoyance is super useful.
I had it right on the list.
Clairvoyance
considering-
is one of the very good non-combat spells. That
I had it right on the list if we were going to be spending more than one night in jail.
For instance, you could have clairvoyanced and cast a spell to go inside that warehouse and see what the fuck was going on in there.
No, I think you have to have been in there before.
Not if you can see it.
Um,
It makes a little floating eyeball that you can guide around. You can send it to places you've never. You can send it to places where, like, if you know a person or somebody that you want to peep on, you can clairvoyance anywhere. But absolutely, you could make a little clairvoyant eye to go peek around inside that warehouse. It absolutely would have been. It definitely would have done that. It could have.
I love how all of these problematic encounters somehow become my fucking fault.
Hey, it's not my fault. You don't know what your spells do.
I'll get you out of it. I'll argue out of it.
Read your spells. It's somehow
why my
my
fighter
fault
class
that I'm
thing.
bad at my job.
Oh, don't be like that. All right, okay.
It's your fault, Pete. I don't know what my spells do. You are somehow responsible for this.
Okay. So, I think.
This thing is still staring at Biddy, by the way.
Yep. Well, obviously, I have the spiritual weapon.
Mhm.
Who's going to take a
Womp
at
away.
this thing?
Oh, I haven't spin. Forgot to do this.
Oy. 2 was the natural roll.
So you're blessed. So you get a 2 and a 3. That's 5, and you add 9. 14 is a
No, I didn't roll the. Yeah. In fact, you're. Wow.
All right. So spiritual hammer misses.
Talk about clairvoyance. You totally knew what I was going to roll.
Yeah, I'm right 25% of the time statistically. Look at me. I'm amazing. I guessed right on a 1 and 4.
25% of the time, he's right every time.
That's right. What else you doing? The hammer misses.
Word of Radiance.
Okay. That's a Constitution save, correct?
We.
All right. Nope. Roll damage. This is radiant, correct?
Yes.
2d6. Yep, there you go.
Whoa! 11.
All right. Okay, so Tink makes the light of Chandria shines down in an aura around him, and this thing, the top of its head gets singed a little bit by the holy aura. Anything else, Tink?
Yeah. Am I allowed to
You
sort
can
of-
move.
Yeah. I'm slightly worried.
This thing is still staring at Biddy, by the way. Okay, if you move away from it, it is gonna. Well, actually, it can't. Never mind. It already used its reaction to take a swing at Biddy.
Sorry, I might have moved too far. So
6 squares.
1.
Wait, if it used its reaction, would my disengage have been pointless then?
Well, some things have more ops, so some things can do it more than once. It's just Tink is taking a chance here, so. All right, Tink is done. Silk, you're up. Still staring at Biddy, by the way.
I
What?
think I'm gonna throw some vicious mockery, but I'm gonna try to keep kind of my distance in case this thing like explodes or whatever.
Yeah, this is a fucking nuke.
Vicious Mockery goes, what, 60 feet?
Yep.
Okay. Mock away. You gotta come up with a jibe. Hit me with one. Give me some of that barred drop.
I've seen a lot of large and small teacups in the day, and I've dropped a lot of them, and I'm so sorry to have wiped out your family. It's such a crude manner, you pile of garbage.
Okay, and that's a DC what save?
It is
Cheap
a
clay.
Wisdom 15.
Okay, roll damage. It failed. 2d4, I believe. And this is psychic damage?
Yep.
Okay.
So this idiot gets hit by everything, but it's just
5.
You got it. 5 more. Okay. Anything else?
I'm just gonna kind of like move back over here and just sort of keep a distance.
Okay. Still staring at Biddy, by the way. Colonel, you're up.
I'm a stab it.
Give him with the shanking.
I want it to be dead.
Colonel brings the shank. What'd you get?
19.
That's a hit.
I like
It's a critical
that.
hit. It's a critical.
No, she
No,
rolled an
it-
11 and an 8.
Yeah. Is it-
Oh,
got-
I'm
she
sorry.
got
No,
a
I thought
19.
you rolled and okay.
15.
Got it? Okay. You stab him in the butt for 15. Still looking at Biddy.
Man.
This thing can be hit easily, but has a fuck ton of hits.
Apparently it's
Or
got
the
hit
only
points
person
already.
that can do damage is the one that's looking. I don't know.
Anything else, Colonel?
I don't think I have anything more.
Okay.
to do.
All right. I mean, you've still got your rogue bonus action. That's why I usually ask.
Yeah,
you
like I
first.
could dash around, and maybe I oughta, but since it's kind of all twitchy,
Okay. All right.
maybe
so
I'll
you gonna roll away?
move like here. Yeah, close enough where I can jump back in and stab it again next
Okay.
turn.
Well, you rolled away, so that changes what it's gonna do, and it's gonna go.
Uh-oh, can I reach?
It's gonna punch Biddy.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, Biddy.
It
I
missed.
know it's good actually.
First one's a
Yeah,
miss.
we missed.
Second
Oh,
one.
sweet, okay.
Did I get an image or not?
I will roll. You got an image.
Okay. He punches one of your image, and he is done. Biddy, you're up.
All right. Well,
I'd say
Here
we've
we
got
are.
about 3 rounds of
Still
this.
looking at you, Biddy.
He really doesn't like it.
yeah, he's not a fan.
Get out, get out, get out. Run.
Well, if I run away, then I'm gonna get
gonna
myself
get
into
opped,
worse trouble because he's gonna attack me. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna firebolt him from like close
Okay.
range.
You will have disadvantage.
Just, like
though.
blast him right here. Oh, do I? I'm sorry. Okay.
Do you have spell sniper?
No,
Okay.
I only have I can't. Let me see.
There's a feat you can have that takes away
I
the
can-
penalty, but you have Warcaster, I believe.
Yeah. Can I use my? No, I can't dash. Okay. You know what? Just screw it. I'm gonna attack him. No, you know what? I'm gonna not even disengage. I'm just gonna move. Just gonna use my move.
You're gonna let him swing
1,
at you?
2, 3, 4. Yeah, let him swing. Yeah,
Okay.
go for it. Swing away.
That's a miss.
Oh, nice. Okay, I don't have to get my duplicate involved.
Nope. It
Sweet.
missed.
All right, so then I'm gonna firebolt him, and I
Okay.
get a. Ooh, that's not good. That's a 14 to hit.
That's a
It's
miss.
not good. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind him being continually upset at me.
Anything else?
Cool. All right. No, I think that's all I got. I think
All right,
that's all I can
Slexy,
do.
you're up.
Well, shit. How far can my hammer thing move?
20 feet. So he has outpaced the hammers, at least for this
Yeah.
turn. It might still be
Ooh.
beneficial to move them, though, because, Oh, I gotta roll a thing here. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, ignore that. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I have to disengage again.
Okay.
I can't.
It is not
stay
looking
close
at you,
enough.
by the way. He's looking at Biddy.
Just let him keep chasing me. I have shield and I have a million duplicates. Like the more that he looks at me, the better. Like don't try to distract him. Just try to.
Yes.
I might risk it, actually.
No.
Oh, I know this will kill me. Kill me.
No.
What are we doing?
I'm going to Shield of Faith myself.
Okay. Bong. Bonus action. Shield of Faith.
And fuck.
I'm not sure the biscuit is worth the risk it.
I know. But I can't do damage from a distance, really. I'll hit him with my hammer.
Okay. Womp away.
Yeah.
13 plus 9. 22.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Uh, 7 plus 6.
13.
13.
All right. You whomp him with your hammer. Smash. Some shatters and cracks creep up. You like smash him in the knee, and his whole leg shatters up. He looks. When now its head turns to look at you, It's still facing straight forward, but its head spins around, and it is now looking at Slexy.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
But when its head turns, you hear what sounds like somebody grinding glass. And anything else, Lex?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, So I hit it. I put my shield up. I may as well try. It can outpace me.
You still have a move if you want it.
Yeah, that's what I was considering.
Also, it may be able to opt more than once, too. I mean, it has taken one at Biddy, but that's no guarantee that it doesn't have more than one. Your call.
Let it keep
Can
attacking me,
I-
like all the better.
As long as
I
you
have
don't
a- I
leave
have
its
a lot
threatened
of
area,
gas
you
in
can
the
move
tank.
around it as much as you
I
want.
have a ton of gas in the tank, so just like let it go for me.
It's looking at me
Too
now.
late. Yeah,
Looking
yeah.
at me.
It's
It is looking
redefined.
at
It's,
Slexy, that is correct.
yeah.
Well, never mind.
But we admire your dedication.
Gonna move
Try
up,
to
and then
do it.
I'll move away from it over this way.
Okay. You got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep,
5,
definitely.
Okay.
Use me as cover. Use me as
Can I move
cover.
farther?
Absolutely.
That's 30 feet. That's all you got.
Okay.
So,
It's gonna just move around. It's
Tink,
not gonna.
you're up.
Okie dokie. So my spiritual weapon will move that sucker up.
Okay. One
It's two squares, no?
5, 10, 15. You got 5 more feet if you want it. So you go one more on the
Which you one more?
Yep.
On the horizontal?
That's it. That's as close as you can. That's as close as you can.
I had
get.
moved it also because I was standing in that same tile. I don't know.
It's fine. It was in the right spot.
Okay.
You moving dice is not exactly a big revelation.
What are we doing, Think? So you moved your hammer. That's your bonus action.
Yeah. So, concerned at the evident condition of Solseta, I position myself, and what's more, the fact that this thing is now paying attention to him, I will move closer in
Okay.
by one move, and
It can rotate around you, so just.
Slexy is
I'm
correct.
just-
If it wanted to, it could get to Slexy without provoking an op.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to, as I've got full health and you don't, if I can distract it, then I must.
Be here.
Oh,
If it does 3 damage to me,
It has to move further to get to Slexy if you're in that square.
fair enough.
It's an extra 5 feet.
Yeah, absolutely. That was my intention. So that's entirely what I wanted to do. Thank you for doing it for me. So I will now cantrip Radiance, because that certainly worked
Gotta
the
make a
last
save.
time.
All right. What's your DC? 17? He made it. Anything else?
I basically
Oh, that's a move, bonus action, and a regular action. All right, Tink is done. Silk, you're up. Galapagos is like, attack me! I am here. Slexy, run!
I don't think it did
Slowly
anything
steps
when,
up and steps on its foot.
when I mocked it before. Didn't seem to be.
It took damage.
So. Okay.
It also missed
then
subsequently,
maybe I'll
you'll note as well.
Then I'm just going to keep taunting it.
Okay, more vicious mockery. That's good. Disadvantage is helpful. It actually kept Biddy from dying. Potentially.
Sweet.
Okay, mock away.
so-
It's a DC 15 wisdom.
won't save me.
God.
Wisdom 15.
Yep. 15 wisdom.
Gotcha. All right, roll damage.
4s.
Give me a jibe there, Bardatos. Come on, you don't get a mock without mocking.
You know, I misspoke earlier when I said you were a disappointment to teacups everywhere. You're like some kind of hobo wine like discount store material. That's what you are.
Oh, he called him a bottle of Mad Dog. Mama was a problem, mad dog.
What is it? Thunderbird.
Three?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you viciously mock it, and a crack appears just below its eye, as if it were crying a single tear.
Aw.
What?
Anything else? Anything else there? So.
Nope. I took a slight move just to kind of keep some
Gotcha.
distance.
All right,
but,
Colonel, you're up.
I'm just gonna build my stuff.
I think I need to double move now at this point, but I'm gonna dash all the way up.
So you could use your rogue bonus action to get you into where you could swing and still attack if you'd like.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I would like.
You
And
got
I
it.
want to stab it again.
So you double time hustle it and make with the stabbing. Give him moral. Also, it is still looking at Silk, or it's still looking at Slexy, by the way.
12. I got 20 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Die, fool. 19.
Okay. So you stab it, and when you stab it, you shank it through the. I'm assuming we're sticking with the butt attack.
Well, yeah.
All right. So you stab it in the ass, clear up to the hilt. The tang of your hilt rings off of its butt and makes a chime like a dropped teacup. And as it turns its head to look at you. And as it turns, cracks appear in its neck, and as it's turning its head, when it finishes and is looking at you, Colonel, it shatters into a pile of busted glass on the ground. So it turns its head to look at you, and in doing so, crumbles and shatters into pieces and is lying in a pile on the ground.
Good. I kicked the pieces.
I'm definitely getting a sample of this.
Okay, so there's a bunch of what appears to be shattered porcelain, and the Colonel immediately starts jumping. Martinique starts jumping up and down on top of the pile. Shattering the pieces into even smaller pieces.
I'm just gonna take a knee.
What's everybody else doing?
Yeah.
Give me some of that.
So,
Martinique is very
Soul Setter, with the last bit of determination that he possesses, is now expired, and he has collapsed down to one knee and is coughing up a very large puddle of blood.
I absolutely
There is.
attend to him.
Make a medicine check for me, Tink.
Oh, I'll give you medicine. Damn right.
I will
Don't
attempt
rip
to
his
impose
teeth out.
disadvantage.
On the medicine roll?
no, it's fine. Advantage.
Oh, you're gonna assist. Gotcha. Okay.
So
Diddy comes over and begins to look at the wounds as well to try and figure out what the hell is wrong with him, because this is not the way getting punched by something normally works. So roll 2d20 and take the best thing.
2d20. Wow.
Also, maybe roll a 20.
So that was 10.
Well, that's a 12-sided die, so maybe roll 2 purple ones. That'd
Yeah.
be the right ones.
All right.
Tink with it's so confident he's handicapping himself by rolling a d12.
Rolled a 19.
Hey, I'm a doctor.
What'd you get?
Oh,
So you rolled best dice of 19.
20, and I'm plus 7.
Well, you rolled a 19. It's take the best,
So-
not add them together.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you got
Fuck,
26.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
so you bend down and you and Biddy examine Soul Setter for a minute while the Colonel jumps up and down on the pile. Silk, what are you doing at this moment?
Oh, we've got the
I was. I might see if I can go over to the door. And,
Okay, I was wondering if anybody was
going
going to
to
get
see
to
if I
that.
can hear the sound.
You
inside
definitely still hear the moaning inside. So Silk's
mean,
over here
that's-
looking at the door and the locks. So you're examining that lock. Make an investigation roll for me there, Silk. While Martinique still does a victory dance. Biddy, you and Tink have determined, or rather Tink and Biddy have determined, Slexy is going to require either a good long period of extended rest or a greater restoration spell in order to restore his missing hit points. The same is also true of Bitterroot. Although Bitterroot would require considerably less rest.
Not all of his blood got punched out.
I am literally.
You do some gentle probing and some minor prayers, and for whatever reason, these wounds are not healable. They are resistant to anything but natural healing or a greater restoration spell.
Probe
I am a
me
punch
gently,
away from
gentlemen.
insta dead.
What'd you get, Silk? I'm sorry.
14.
Okay, you take a look at this lock, and it is not super. Doesn't appear to be trapped. Looks like just a regular garden variety mechanical lock. You're pretty sure you can pick it.
I'm gonna look back to the group, sort of like and gesture like
Okay.
Do I like kind of point inside, like as a question, like do I go in?
Not sure anybody is paying attention to you. These guys are ministering their wounds, and the colonel is still enthusiastically jumping on a pile of glass.
I'm very upset that it punched all of my friend's blood
I'm in no way faulting you. I say keep stomping it until it's just until it's sand.
until it's powder.
Don't listen
Yeah,
to the
so,
GM. We
I
need
guess maybe-
evidence. We need evidence.
I mean, the best
Maybe,
thing for
uh,
this
like
might
powder.
The evidence.
best thing for this might be to sweep that evidence into a dustpan and throw
Into
it in
the
the river. Silkus Lexi is
conjure water or whatever.
Just sweep it towards the water over there.
all right.
Conjure hidden evidence.
Do you want to? So Silk is looking at you guys, but you might be like, "What? Do you might." Speak.
Yeah, you guys should go over, but like, I'm probably not going to go in.
Yeah.
If you guys
I'm gonna
decide
go
to-
should
ahead
go
and
nowhere.
just- I
You
want
should go
to
to
go
the
ahead
inn.
and just kind of pick this lock.
Okay, make a investigation roll. I believe to disarm traps. Let me look. Hold on. I can never.
Or is it sleight of, or is that sleight of hand? or
Sleight of
something?
hand is to steal things from people without being noticed. Disarming traps is investigation.
Okay.
I almost want to set up the tiny hut just to hide.
8.
Nope. All right, you fiddle around with it for a minute, but you haven't managed to pick it. So it's stymieing your efforts. It's a little you've almost got it, but it's a little too. You're having a little trouble with the last tumbler.
Can I give him some guidance?
You could have before you tried.
I'll give it a whirl.
I mean, it also doesn't look
that's-
like a super sturdy door. You
That's a
reckon you
great
might be able to
song
just
by a
kick
New
it
Zealand band, by the way.
Yeah, I was mostly trying to pick it to.
Oh, did you have thieves' tools, by the way?
Quiet.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you use your
you
tools?
said so.
Oh, sorry. That actually gives you +5. So you succeeded. Actually, you picked it. I forgot. Yeah, thieves' tool would give you +5 to your roll. So you pick
Okay.
it. You pick the door. It's not a super complicated lock. You pull it in. Tink comes over and lays the hand of Chandria on you, and then you click it open. That like it's the last tumbler. It's really dark inside that warehouse. There's a tiny bit of light coming in from where you wedged the slat open earlier, but you can't really see anything. Super
Okay,
dark boxes and whatnot. Do you have dark
Cast
vision?
light?
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, I still have. I have
If
dark
you have dark
for
vision, you
60
can
feet.
see. So sorry.
Yeah, I have dark vision too.
who
All right,
does not have
so-
dark vision?
So there's you see inside the warehouse. What's your dark vision out to? 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see all the way to the back of the warehouse. There's a bunch of boxes and other assorted sundries, and there's a tiny dais in the back, what looks like a little raised area with some desks and papers. And in the middle of that, there's a dude laying tied up on the floor. He is bleeding a lot,
Colonel,
and that is the
and,
source of the moaning. He is also still moaning.
Colonel and Tink, do you guys have dark vision?
Colonel
No, but doesn't
Neither
the
does Tink.
no? But who's the guy with the robe of eyes?
Yeah, but he can see in the dark. He's
Tiberius.
got a robe eyes.
I'll touch those two to give them dark vision.
Okay. Lexi gives you guys dark vision. I mean, there's just there doesn't seem to be anything threatening in his warehouse. It's just a dude lying in a pile of blood, moaning. He doesn't. You're not even sure if he's conscious. He's just.
Well, I mean, if Tink wants to go in there and look at him and administer, then
Absolutely, that's my first.
Yeah, I was gonna see. I was just gonna like look around, and make sure like there's no like traps or like someone like waiting.
So you're
or,
looking for traps. Make a perception roll for me.
Me?
No, Tink. Slexi. Specifically searching for traps is a particular action. So Silk is looking for traps.
I'm gonna stay with Soul Sister.
19.
Just to
Looks safe to you. You don't see anything that looks like a swinging blade or any kind of trap or a pit or snare, and it just looks like a warehouse.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of move in so I can
That's fine.
so I can see the.
You can look
the
for traps.
downward.
Continue looking for traps as you go. It just requires you to move half speed. So, if you want to take a couple turns to walk over, it'll take you 10 or 15 seconds. You can make your way over there.
Yeah.
You don't see any traps. There's nothing untoward. So you get over to the guy, and it's just a dude. Again, he's not even conscious. He's just moaning, sort of out of habit. And Tink, you're like, hey, what's going on? So, Biddy, what are you doing?
I
Biddy's
guess I'm
peeing.
just following the. No, I'm here. I guess I'm just following the crowd. You know, I mean.
Okay,
like,
well, Silk,
I
does
don't
Bartatas give
really
him the
great-
all clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's clear, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say, in here. I found him.
Okay, so Bardatas gives you guys the all clear, and you can wander over. There appears to be a man who is unconscious, and he looks to be very, very badly beaten and has fist-shaped marks in him very similar to those on Slexy.
Okay, well, I'll medic him as swiftly as I can.
He is not medicinable. It does not appear that you're going to be able to do anything to restore him.
Right.
So he has the same kind of injuries as
Tink's medical abilities seem to be, he is in the exact same state Slexy is right now, in that he is at 1 hit point and cannot be healed, and also is not quite of the same constitution or intestinal fortitude as the noble soul setter. Who's standing on his legs based on determination and grit alone. This man seems to be considerably less gritty. Not to be confused with the Flyers mascot. Okay, if you want to pick him up, yeah. You can pick him up and carry him, sure.
Yeah, so I'm just going to pick him up and carry him back and carry him out.
What's your strength?
We should also finish getting rid of this.
What's your strength there? What's your strength there, Bardatas?
What's the nature of the
what's your strength, Bardatas?
It's only 8.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to carry this dude. He's too heavy.
Yeah, I can carry him. But what's the nature of the...
What's your strength, Tink?
12?
You're going to struggle to carry this man as well.
No, I'll struggle, but I can still carry him.
Well, you can... Tink, you can't carry him, you can drag him. And you're pretty sure that's a bad idea given how hurt he is.
Okay, we'll make a cot.
You are still fully effective, even though you're only at 1 hit point, Slexy. You're by no way diminished strength or anything. Slexy can carry him, yeah.
Or we may just make a sort of a cot, and that we can carry him.
There is some like canvas and some various and sundry pallets and boxes. You're pretty sure you can fashion a makeshift
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Is what is the nature of the contents of the warehouse?
There are crates. None of them have anything in them at all. If you start busting up pallets and opening crates, this warehouse appears to be completely empty. Like it is a warehouse full of empty boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So did you want to fashion
a
stretcher?
We're on probation.
Let's not break the law.
I mean, you're breaking the law right now. You broke into a warehouse.
I'm standing outside with my friend Soulsetter.
Yes.
Get out of here!
I'm assuming that Colonel and Soulsetter are watching out for the fuzz. They are doing lookout duties
and getting rid of the
and sweeping the dust.
Martinique is doing anything of the
So
sort.
you guys are Soulsetter and Martinique.
We legally broke into the
Soulsetter and Martinique are quietly whistling while sweeping a pan of porcelain shards, or sweeping a pile of porcelain shards into a small dust.
For Christ's sake, someone get a sample.
Nothing to see here.
Where's the goo? Get him the goo. A little bit of goo.
Look, honestly, I'm going to have nightmares about that.
All right, so
I'm going to be bitter.
You guys sweep up the shards.
Space left, like
it is.
right
the
there?
Colonel has stomped it into powder. It is just porcelain powder at this point.
Oh.
So you can still get the powder if you want, but otherwise we're going to get rid of the
I'm assuming, are collecting it into a small sack in order to throw that sack into the river.
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, so you guys handle that, and while you guys are sweeping up and disposing of the evidence, Biddy, you and Bardatas and Galapagos make a makeshift stretcher out of some busted pallets and a piece of old discarded canvas, and you load this unconscious man onto it.
Okay, let's get him out of here, and we should leave this area.
So everybody make a quick intelligence check for me.
Should we talk to him first?
He is not capable of speech.
He's not. Yeah, he's not conscious.
He is unconscious.
14.
You seem to think, Colonel. Well, actually, if the Colonel got a 14, that's good enough. Let me know if you beat if you guys get a 14 or better on your intelligence check. That'll be good.
Yep.
Everybody who passed realizes it would be a real bad idea to be carrying a dude through the street on a stretcher. That's super fucking suspicious.
Yeah. We should.
Yeah.
Like, is there a temple nearby, like someplace that could administer healing?
Temple of Chan.
Slexy, there is a cart over here. There is a cart over here unattended that you could maybe put this man in. Alternatively, Slexy, you and Martinique realize it might not be a bad idea to just drape this dude between your shoulders and make it look like you're carrying a drunk friend home. This is that kind of neighborhood. You wouldn't On your way here, you saw more than one other staggering drunk being helped along by some sailors. So,
Or my weekend at Bernie's or whatever it is.
he's not dead.
No, but I mean, he's going to have similar sort of react.
Alternatively, there is a cart over here. If you want to put him and steal the cart and put him in the back of a cart and maybe throw a tarp over him, that'd probably work too. But it would require you to steal a cart.
Yeah, let's not steal
But
cards.
we have
We'll
horses.
just carry him.
But we have horses as well.
In town.
Not with us.
Sort of. One of you has a bag.
I mean, I have a
One of you has a robe
I
of
have a
useful
horse.
things that has horses on it.
That's
Oh,
a good
that's
point.
true.
Also, I'm pretty sure at least Bardatos owns a horse. He just didn't bring it with him. I'm guessing that's probably at the livery stable back at the Pale Dragon.
yeah.
So you're just gonna you want to do the staggering
We'll
drunk?
just carry him.
Is that
Yeah,
okay, that's
staggering
fine.
drunk.
All right, you grab him up and put him between Slexi and Martinique, and between the two of you, you maybe sing a song or so. Bardatos is singing a jaunty tune as you stagger down the street to try and help make the effect more convincing, and nobody even looks at you twice. So, where you headed?
Is there a? How far is our inn or whatever from here?
So
where we're
you
staying?
are about a mile and a half from the Pale Dragon. You could probably stagger your way there if you want.
Was that a good place? Was it like
Yeah,
a
it's nice.
establishment?
It's
Would
it's
they?
a
Would,
good quality inn, yeah.
how would they feel if we brought someone in?
Would you be the first person to bring a drunk friend back to your room? Absolutely not. No, it would not be in any way suspicious or even raise an eyebrow.
Okay.
Lot of people. I mean, it's a bar. People come there to get drunk.
Do we
so-
want to bring him in, or should we just like dump him in front of a temple or something? Well, I
Well,
guess
we need to find out what he knows.
You're not even sure who this is.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, but we have.
It's a bloody man who you have pretty good reason to believe got beaten up by a thing that beat the shit out of you as well.
There are duplicate issues, namely, Slex is suffering from the same symptoms this other guy is, and you indicated that it was going to take more than a day or two.
Yeah,
to
I'm going to need to hit the, stay in bed. for
Yeah,
a
like
while.
Selection needs to go back to the end to
So
rest.
we need to bring this guy around first. and that
So,
means-
based on your medical knowledge, Tink, you realize it's going to take like 3 weeks of bed rest for. What's your
What?
constitution?
I need to
What's your
go- I
constitution
need to go
bonus?
get healed up.
What's your constitution bonus, Lexi?
+2.
So you get 2 maximum hit points of per day of long rest. So
we
if
need to
you
go
spend
to
a
the
day
temple
doing
and-
nothing
So
resting,
it-
you get 2 hit points a day back. So it's going to take you like 20 days to get back to full fighting
Yeah.
strength.
So exactly that. With my medical knowledge,
Mhm.
what can I do to advance this healing?
He needs a
process?
greater restoration.
We need to go to a temple.
Yeah, you cannot cast that. It is a 5th level spell. It's on your
Uh,
list, but
that-
you are not
that's-
trained. You are not yet quite powerful enough to cast such powerful magic.
Exactly. So can we go to Chandria?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that I recommend this.
It won't be. I mean, typically there's a donation involved. with,
Yes, no,
yeah.
absolutely. But
There's a
what I was
cost.
about to say is that this may cost us in terms of our collective wealth.
Fine.
Or
It's-
actually, you know what? I'm happy to pay for it myself. I don't give a shit. But we need to get Slex sorted out, and we need to get this guy sorted out quickly, and we need to move on.
Yeah, let's just head
3
straight to the
weeks.
temple.
Yeah,
That's my
exactly.
vote.
Let's go to the temple. I'll
Any
pay.
any particular flavor you want? The closest temple is actually of Lantasa. There is another temple nearby that is Chandria, and then all the way
No,
at the top of the hill there is one to Core Hill
Chandria
as well.
being my. I'm taking charge here. We're going to go to Chandria.
Well,
Ooh,
Lantasa is
us
also
taking
Slexi's-
charge.
Slexi's god is Lantasa as well.
Does that matter? I mean,
It might
the
matter to
heal-
Slexi.
healing.
I mean, yeah.
The healing is going to
Fantastic
work
would be
either
my
way, no?
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, typically, if you're a cleric and you go to your own temple to get treatment, they tend to give you at a minimum a discount.
Okay, so here's where a medicine roll is required because
Not really.
based on the damage that he took.
It has nothing
Let's-
to do with the type of injury and more of the place he's going to get service. Basically, you're saying, hey, you've got health insurance. Go to an out-of-network provider where it's going to be more expensive. Whereas
Right.
Slexi's like, hey, you know what? I'm a worshiper of a facet of Lantasa. Maybe I'll just go to the Temple of Lantasa and they'll cut a brother a break because, you know.
They're in my provider network.
Yeah, they're an in-network provider
Okay.
with
This is
me
the health
being an
insurance
acolyte
part.
of Lantasa, sort of.
So again, you know,
Tink's looking to get you hit with a
born-
big,
born
unexpected
Born
medical
New
bill,
Zealand.
Flex.
immigrated to the UK. We don't have those problems.
Slexy's
You mean
like,
you're from civilized nations?
Yeah. Wait
You
till
know,
you get the
we
surprise
don't
bill,
have-
Slexy.
Those problems. So don't assume I know what the fuck you're imposing.
Well, I mean, also, if you're just going to get healing, you'd probably want to go to your own guy. It's up to Slexy. If he wants to go to Shandry, it doesn't really matter. It's just he'll probably
No,
get
but the healing works in combat. You know, I'm still
assuming they
calling
have
upon
someone
my-
of the appropriate power level to cast the spell, which they do, because this is a big city and these are large temples, then it would be safe to assume that Slexy will get a better deal or possibly even healed for free by going to see a member of his own order.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go
Fine,
there.
fine. Then,
We
assuming
might
I,
have to pay.
assuming I know that, then let's hence to Lanthea.
Okay, so you head over to the Temple of Lantasa, and when you get there, it's very quiet and sombered and subdued because Lantasa is a death goddess. When you walk in, though, you do note they have some small shrines to the various and sundry facets of Lantasa, one of which is your god, Slexy. And there is actually another Furbolg over there standing near that, quietly praying.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go.
My brother.
Does he look like he's just a
It's a she.
she? Okay. Does she look like she's just a, someone there?
She looks
praying?
exactly the same as every other priest in the temple, except for her holy symbol is slightly different. Priests of Lantasa typically are somewhat somber and quiet. They tend to dress all in black. They routinely wear white masks with no features at all.
Oh.
And she is not masked. All of the other clerics here are masked. She is not masked, but she is wearing the ceremonial black garb. The regular holy symbol for Lantasa is simply a small scythe, which is what everybody else is adorned with. Hers is the same as yours, though, which I don't know much about your god. So
we haven't discussed that yet.
Yeah, I don't know what your holy symbol is, but whatever your holy symbol is, hers matches yours. So
Wow. We got very deep into this very quickly.
Okay. I guess wander over to her.
yeah, she looks at you and goes, "Oh my goodness, come with me."
Yeah.
And she takes you back into a small room where there are some cots and other. It appears to be some type of medical room. There are other priests tending to sick people. Some of them are performing like last rites, but there's also over in the corner a bunch of people who will look to be generally sick, but also on the mend. Please, friend Furbolg, come sit down. What's your name?
An emolument.
She is not paying any attention to you at all. Like she seems solely focused on Slexy.
I'll tell her that.
She's pushing you down, not very gently, on a bed. Lie down, lie down.
I'll be like, I got hit. It won't go back.
I can see that. What's your name? And she puts one of her hands over your wounds, pulls out her holy symbol, and starts quietly praying.
Soul Setter.
What are you doing in Karenborg, Soul Setter? And you immediately begin to feel better. She is casting greater restoration on you. It's going to take a minute though. She's like doing the Reiki, hold her hand over your wounds, and you can feel your wounds, like the dents in your ribs. You can feel them slowly mending.
Oh, that would feel weird.
Yeah, it feels real creepy. It's like you got a belly full of snakes, but in a good way.
I'll just be like, traveling here. We're doing a task.
What are you doing outside of our ancestral lands? Furbolgs don't travel. Why are you here?
Went traveling with my family, and then got separated and lost.
Where? I mean, we're far from Furbolg lands. You must be really lost.
Really lost.
Don't you want to return
Also,
home?
they are lost.
Are you looking for them?
Yes.
Where did you get separated? Maybe I can help.
I don't know enough about your world.
So like,
Fucking hell,
there's
Alex, you are so fucking enigmatic. I can't work it out.
There is a map. Let me see if I can bring them up. Let me reload the table here. And
It's incredible. I don't know if you're role playing or not.
Let me find the link to the map. Give me 1 second, and I will give you. You can ask questions, and I will fill you in.
I still don't know his
I'm gonna
motivation.
change the map.
Cold
a
and
little bit
mountains.
here. Trying to remember.
Somewhere
Just an
cold
object.
and somewhere with mountains.
Well, the Furbolg lands actually is typically in the northeastern part of the country, and it is not cold there, and they don't really have mountains. It's mostly forests. They're
Well, that's
fey
where I got
creatures.
separated from my family, was somewhere cold in the mountains.
Gotcha. Okay. So here's the map.
Ooh.
Cold
And-
with mountains. So there are mountains over here in Sobco, but this is a giant desert. It is not cold here. It is very hot. These are the Elven lands, and your lands, the ancestral lands of the Furbolgs, would be site around here
Oh, sweet.
in Cheba.
Okay.
The place where it would be cold and mountainous, cold is going to be down here in Himsko. It is very dangerous around here. There are many undead. This line, of course, is the giant ice wall that separates the undead. Right about here is the main town in the region called Notch, and there are some minor forests over on this edge of near this plateau. There are some like mountains and badlands over here. There is a small amount of like pine forest over here. And this would be a very dangerous place to have become separated from your family. But if you're looking for cold and mountains and forest, this is going to be probably about it.
And you said over here was just mountainous, but
This is very mountainous, and of course some of these mountains are enormously tall. This is the, what's the name of this? The World's End Mountains, I think. And some of these mountains are enormously tall and frozen all the time. On this
Over
side,
here would
it's
make
like
the most
plains,
sense.
and over here it is a burning desert.
Yeah, over here would make the most sense because it's
Okay.
pretty close. And
Gotcha. So you are currently in Karenborg, which is actually over here, quite far away. So roughly, do you have any idea roughly where you would have gotten separated then? In these mountains?
Yeah, I don't know. Your world,
You tell me what were you doing, and I can tell you where would be appropriate. What were you and your family doing?
well, I was going to be fairly youngish, but not super young
Okay,
for a Furbolg.
gotcha.
And we were just traveling, and I don't know exactly the reason why, but
So you and your family got separated somewhere in these mountains. You're not sure why you're traveling because you were sort of a kid?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so you just got lost in the mountains. We'll say you wandered out and found your way to Soul Keep, but you don't know what happened to your family.
Yeah.
Okay, so somewhere you say somewhere in the mountains of Soul Keep. She's like, oh, well, you're far from there.
Holy shit, Petrov! If this could have, any one of us could have been reduced to that hit point level and required this level of surgery.
Yeah.
And we all would have had a similar sort of tale, a background tale. I mean,
Maybe
far
not.
out,
You
man.
don't know.
You've been working too hard.
Maybe.
And
maybe
not-
You don't know.
Holy mother.
Also, yeah, we don't need the fragile anymore. You can go. Okay, so she tends to your wounds and asks some questions. Is there anything in particular you want to know while you guys are kind of chatting here a bit? She's cute. by the way, if you're
I'll
into
ask her if she's seen. I'll ask her if she's seen many Furbolgs.
I've
through.
never seen another Furbolg in Karenborg, actually. I mean, once in a while, like an adventurer such as yourself, I'm guessing, comes through, but they never stay. This town is not suited well to our kind. They find it strange here. The number of, well, I don't want to say undead, but the Zenobians tend to make us very uncomfortable. I'm sure you felt it too.
Yes, I've found.
This
that
is
as well.
this is my point.
Does she think he's attractive? I'm trying to
Make
so
an
we-
insight
I'll
roll.
play
Make an
matchmaker.
insight roll, Bart.
Always with the sex.
Make an insight roll.
This party is known for slurs and
Also, if you're the only one of your kind in a city, I mean, it stands to reason.
No, but this was my point about the place, the halfway
20.
house, the halfway house. that
She
we stayed
seems
at.
to be awfully smiley. Yeah.
Okay.
So Bardatos, you get
So
you get a bit of a
Bartos is
vibe.
gonna
Yeah.
go, you should ask if she would like to join you for a meal and some maybe one-on-one private conversation.
Maybe
She
at some
seemed
time.
She and Slexy both simultaneously give Bardatos a dirty look.
Yeah.
No, okay, so as an observation, we remember the place where we saved from the mad fire druid.
Mhm.
It was explicitly stated by you that
That Joe and
They
Jill
had
didn't seem to be.
they did not express any
they'd seen Furbolgs before.
surprise at the Furbolg
Yep.
thing.
Joe and Jill. That was at the halfway home inn. Yeah, they did not seem to be surprised to encounter a furbolg.
Anyway, I'm just
Well, I mean, we're all done here.
Repeating that.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Maybe with your family? She seems somewhat eager to please. Slexy, you kind of get that maybe she's grooving on you a little bit.
Oh no.
Well, she says she hasn't seen anyone. I will.
You're healed up. She is
who am I?
She not only restores your maximum hit points, but she also heals you completely as well.
Who am I to deny you pleasure? Go for it.
Well, thank you for your permission. I will.
Thanks, Dad.
I'll.
My pleasure.
We have a friend that needs.
Oh, good. How? Oh,
well,
she looks embarrassed in her cheeks. Oh, of course. Let's get him down. And she goes over to put the unconscious man on a pallet. She seems genuinely embarrassed that she was paying attention to you and not the man moaning.
I mean, I have a charisma of 8, so I'm going to be.
Yeah, but when you're the only game in town, Slex, you don't necessarily need to have ooze of charisma. So
I know, but I'm going to be saying that I'm like very awkward.
I can also throw. I'm also going to throw assists by making like flowers or whatever appear in his hand and stuff.
Oh,
it's going to be.
Oh my god.
At the furball
I
blade.
got prestidigitation,
while
and I need to use it for flavor. Let's go.
you're into male furbolgs, and there's literally only one in the town that you live in. Chances are strong. They're you may be positively inclined, despite their somewhat awkward.
Did she give us her name?
My name is Foul.
Foul with an F?
Yep, F-A-L. And she starts tending to Tom Cotton. She's doing the same sort of slap hands Reiki treatment over him, and he looks immediately better and stops moaning.
Did you say Tom Cotton?
I said Cotton, yeah. This guy's... You think maybe this is him.
I do now that you said it.
While she's doing that, I guess I'll ask her how she got here and stuff. Yeah.
I've been called here in service to our god. Okay. Understanding the nature of death and passing is part of our ritual, and where better to study the nature of death than in a city that is filled with it.
That's a good point.
They have literally thwarted our master, our god that we serve.
Yeah.
Who embraces death. They buck divine convention.
Yeah, keep talking, Petrov, because
she seems genuinely both intrigued.
Like it.
She seems both intrigued, but also like you get a subtle anger vibe as well. Like she's must figure out what they're doing.
Me being like, I don't think I killed them. I more or less helped them pass on.
Am I there? I'm there, right?
Yeah, you guys are. I'm assuming standing around just gawking at the two sudden.
Well,
occasionally making inappropriate comments if you're Bardatas.
With a clerical and medicinal interest, I'm there trying to glean what I can from their processes.
Chandria has no particular objection to the undead.
No, exactly. But at the same time,
so
there's still
your religious knowledge tells from what you know of other religions, because you're a religion like a religious sort. You know that Lantasa specifically hates undead. They have a strong enmity towards undead. They don't like them. Sometimes they will create and use them, but it is sort of anathema to them. Lantasa does not care for the undead, especially the mindless undead.
Yet there's still a shrine or a church here in
Lantasa is the god of death, but death is a part of the natural order to exist and then pass on. That's the way things should be. But and
I mean, not everyone here gets to become
exactly there. This ritual that Zenobia has mastered disrupts that part of the natural order. When something dies, it is supposed to pass on into Lantasa's care, and Zenobia thwart that. Because they
exactly. So this has got to be wow. I mean,
yeah, but not everyone here becomes Zenobian.
No. But that's the point.
Is so good here because it helps with
that disruption is anathema.
Well, it is to worshippers, to Slexy and people who follow his god. For Chandria, your people don't give a shit at all. Chandria doesn't care about the undead. She has no objection. She's like, yeah, whatever. You're restoring life to something that doesn't have any. You're a sort of life at any rate with animating it. Chandria
we wish to heal all.
No enmity towards the undead, or at least any specific enmity towards them. Lanthasans do, however.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. So the the idea of undead in this town is, of course, that most people are undead, and therefore they're
well, not most people, but like 20% of the people in this town, roughly, are like 1 in 5 people are Zenobians. But
yeah,
most,
but
most religions are
they're the ones
indifferent to
who
that.
hold the power.
Really, only Lantasa would be the only religious sect that might object to this. At least the only major one. The rest of them would be like, yeah, whatever. Magic is magic.
Anyway, well, Lantasa, we've gleaned a little more from.
So your boy on the cot wakes up after Fowl finishes, and she's like, is there? I mean, she also seems.
Is there? I'm
maybe-
going to put a hand to like hold him down.
No, he doesn't seem to be
gently, but-
inclined to move. He regains consciousness. He's like, oh, thank God, thank the gods. Which particular one? And he looks around. He's like, oh shit. Okay.
I'll look at Foul.
Praise Lantasa! Woo! Yeah.
Is there any payment required for him?
Don't she just winks at you and says, "Don't worry about it."
What? Nice.
Would you maybe like to go converse somewhere or talk about maybe helping see what we can do to find your family or maybe get a
maybe
cup of
not.
coffee? She looks shyly down at her feet and says, "Maybe get a cup of coffee." And she sort of kicks up the
Marty's
dust.
gonna actually like punch you in the kidney. Like
So you're kind of awkward, but you get the sense that maybe also she is kind of awkward.
I will say that sounds great, but first we should.
Oh,
Our
of
group
course,
should
of
deal
course.
with this.
If you have a
I love the fact that in 10 minutes we've got more about fucking Alex's character than we have done in 5 hours.
I know we were due for a bowl.
I don't mean to interrupt you. Please just hear. And she slips a little piece of paper in your hand. She says, "When you're finished up here, my room is here. You can find me here, whatever." And she slips a little piece.
Is
of
there
paper in your
somewhere where we can talk to him in semi-privacy?
Not really, but I mean,
as soon as she leaves,
leave,
presumably.
There's nobody
Well, there's
holding
other
in a temple.
people
You
around.
can just take him. You can he seems eager to be rescued. Thank Lanthasa, praise you, heroes, every one of you. I get the commendation from the city. He seems super excited, and also people are starting to pay attention to you now.
Okay, we will.
Shush him up.
He's standing up and he's like, "Come, yeah, all right. What's the deal? What are we doing here? How'd I get here? Also, you guys are." He's walking around vigorously, shaking everybody's hand and generally making a scene.
Let's just kind of get him out on the.
I'll be back sometime, and we will leave with him, I guess.
Okay. So you guys could be like, "Hey, pipe down, dumbass!" And Bardatos goes over there and sort of jabs him in the elbow, and Soulsetter and Martinique kind of strong arm him a little bit, and like, quiet down, and you guys muscle him. You muscle him up a little bit and take him out of the temple.
Old person? Is that going to work?
It'll turn him into like a paralyzed statue, and you could carry him out. I mean, that'll certainly shut him up, but that's going to look a little weird.
What? No. Okay, how about command, as in be
Just-
silent?
That'll last for a
Fornicate.
turn.
You could,
No,
I think
well,
it's
not
easier
that
if we
one.
just ask
Sorry,
him.
I mean,
we ask him to be quiet, and
He's going
just
with
wanna
us.
ask
Like
him
he's
some
not
questions.
fighting us.
Yeah, if you guys say, "Hey, dumb shit, pipe down," we're gonna get what you done. He's like, "Oh, it's okay, all right." He'll quiet down.
What do you say? Next thing you're going to say is don't cast Toll of the Dead and kill him.
I mean, that would probably be a bad idea. Honestly,
as
Toll the
we're-
Dead
as
in
we're
Temple of Lantasa would be super
Murder
appropriate.
dentist.
It'd
Jesus.
be kind of,
Super appropriate
Hey.
here.
It'll be the end of your cavity, I promise.
All right, well, he pipes down. He's like, "Oh, right, we're on the down low. Sorry, guys, I didn't. Yeah. Okay, come on, let's get out of here. Then I guess we're leaving." He looks confused, but also amenable to whatever you suggest.
We'll walk out. And
We're going back to your lair. You guys got a lair? Yeah, I bet you guys have a lair.
What's your name?
Cotton. Okay, everybody calls me Cotton. Deputy of the Thieves Guild. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to get you promoted. I'm assuming you're with the guild.
I'm gonna look over at Barthatos. You can handle this one.
When you look at Bardatos, he turns to Bardatos. He's like, "Ah, yes, you, of course. I should have known. You're a man who knows what's about. You're with the guild, then?"
Well, it's
What's the
maybe
skinny?
that's a separate conversation.
Right. You're right. We should get to the lair. Come on, let's go to the lair then. Right. We don't want to talk out in the open. And he looks around like super paranoid and conspiratorially. Right. We'll save this for the lair. Okay, let's go. Lead on. To the lair. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have said that so loud. To the lair. This man seems real dumb.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Anything that requires an intelligence save,
I
definitely.
feel like this cotton is basically Kushner. So
He seems a little
We
too
may
stupid
use-
to have masterminded a coup.
Sure
hang on,
does.
Can I use a prestidigitation to just get like a little to conjure like a small gag to be like look, shut up or
Yeah,
this
you
is
could.
going in
You
your-
could poof.
do
You
that.
could poof a.
Command
You
him to
could
silence.
poof a gag into
No.
his mouth. Sure.
But no,
you,
we'll-
you poof a gag into his
Yeah,
mouth.
so
You could also just tell him to shut up.
you
He's,
poof
like,
a-
he
you
he
poof
seems
a
to be
ball
intent
gag.
on following your orders.
we've already covered this. Be quiet and come with us.
Right, mum's the word. You got it. Secret lair time. Let's go to the lair. Oh shit! Again. Sorry. to the
I
lair.
told the dead.
No, don't kill him.
Not even.
Okay,
Okay, we're gonna go.
He starts
Somewhere fine.
exaggeratingly sneaking behind Bardatas.
good
He's
God,
doing
he's
like the
belligerently
cartoon.
stupid, isn't he?
He's doing like the cartoon tiptoeing thing and following Bardatas. And
Can we
he's
knock him
periodically
out?
turns to each of you in turn and shushes you. You're making too much noise. Shh. And then he goes back to cartoonishly sneaking.
How far away are we from the inn?
It's like 6 or 7 blocks.
Very quiet.
Hold on, wait. Where? How long?
That's 6 or 7 blocks. It's not
Okay,
terribly far.
I'm
10-minute walk.
just gonna grab his arm and tow him because this is ridiculous.
I mean, he when you try to tow him, he's still following Bardatas, and he like slaps at your hand. Stop it! We're sneaking now, and he goes back to comically sneaking.
Let's just hurry, you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
All
the hurry?
So you get back to the Pale Dragon. He's like, the
Getting the
perfect cover. This is a great spot for a lair. No one would think to look in a bar. You guys are geniuses.
Let's go up to my room.
Wait a minute. He looks at you. Up to your room. Are we gonna do?
I mean, lair. I mean, my lair. Come on.
Oh,
let's
okay.
go.
For a second, I thought you were making a pass at me, and I was gonna be not okay with that. I don't like
Definitely
dudes.
not.
All right then. To the lair.
You're
And
not my type.
Then he waits for you to lead to where? Where is it again? Which one is yours?
6, room 6.
Okay. To 6. I mean, to 6. And then he does the comic sneaking thing. People in the bar are looking at him, but they're just like, what the fuck's wrong with that guy? You catch some odd glances on your way up to the room, but you get up there.
Thank God.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm kind of coming up on a
Portal.
stop.
Yeah, this is actually,
Yeah,
once you
all
guys
the
get up to the
other
room,
humanoids
that's
go
actually
up
where we're going to
one
wrap
room.
things up for the evening. So you make it back to your room, and you've got Cotton in tow. Curtain falls,
Belligerently
and
stupid.
we will pick up next time with the punishingly stupid man that you have rescued
Oh.
from the front.
No.
Who somehow
Oh, Marty.
managed to rob one of the most powerful wizards in all of
That
Dragonmyrth.
was my next. That was certainly a question.
Probably why
Oh.
she can't see it because he's so stupid that he doesn't plan anything. So it doesn't
I
show
mean,
up.
it seems like perhaps this man's actions might be difficult to predict. Yeah, he's comically stupid.
Oh
So
my God.
that's where we'll wrap things up, and we will pick up next time then with the interview with Mr. Cott.
All right.